AJK.
Know this. I'm back in this thing, man. Hey, shout out all my niggas, rest in peace, all my niggas, man. You know how that go. It's actually great, nigga. Man. I'm just hoping that you hear me for a while. I know something ain't gon' feel me, I'ma still put it down. Talk about me like a dog, but I'ma still be around. I know them folks gon' judge me cause I'm smelling like a pound, nigga. I'm still up on the float, work ethic on 1,000, yeah, that's something they should know. I was stuck up in the past, I had to let some shit go. I got people fighting charges and some niggas on the road, bro, just keep it low. Hey, right now you gotta show me what it is. I've been faithful to the studio, just trying to make it big. These niggas worry about some beef instead of trying to go get rich. My whole circle full of loyalty, can't go out like I'm Mitch. Big bro just threw the game, it was an underhand pitch, cause it don't hurt real niggas to give game. They can put me in the cage and I still won't be tamed. But I bleed ain't in you, so I don't want you in my frame, nigga. Hey, them boys ain't like them, they some lame niggas. And you can ask my day ones, I'm still the same nigga. Keep that shit $1, swear to God I won't change, nigga. I was taught to grind alone, so why the fuck would I need niggas? Ray Charles to the bullshit, I can't see niggas. Table full, you can't get in, ain't no C with us. Go against the gang, once they see they can't compete with us. Man, it's getting cold in this bitch, we got the heat with us.
And bro, back to back, you can see us lane changing. I see some niggas mad we came up, why they hating? If you go against the gang, it's a shame, cause we spraying, smoking, yeah, I'm saying. Can smell the dope in the air. Baby, I'm a player, ain't talking cash, I see you later. Remember we was down, they used to laugh at us. They mad as fuck, cause nigga, we done passed them up. This Glock stay tucked, but if I up this bitch, it bust. Niggas acting like they part of the team, ain't one of us. If you ain't down to get some paper, then niggas can't hang with us. Niggas, I don't really trust these hoes, they'll leave you stuck. Used to be, ain't nobody come help me up. When a nigga make it out, I'ma flex hard as fuck. Money ain't really nothing, you probably never seen a dub. When a nigga make it out, I'ma flex hard as fuck. Money ain't really nothing, you probably never seen a dub, nigga.
Hey, them boys ain't like them, they some lame niggas. And you can ask my day ones, I'm still the same nigga. Keep that shit $1, swear to God I won't change, nigga. I was taught to grind alone, so why the fuck would I need niggas? Ray Charles to the bullshit, I can't see niggas. Table full, you can't get in, ain't no C with us. Go against the gang, once they see they can't compete with us. Man, it's getting cold in this bitch, we got the heat with us.
Happening, man? Did you miss me? I'm here, man. I'm back, man. I wasn't here on Wednesday, but I told y'all I'll be back on Saturday, man. Great minds think alike, man. Episode 70 or 71? 71?
Yeah.
We in here, man. It's your boy, Prada P.
Oh, yeah, man. King Gaines, the one and only. You see another here, phony, man.
Every week it's something.
And I was trying to see.
And it's your boy H the Great, man. Shout out to all my great ones, man. You know, hope y'all had a safe night last night.
You know, day in the cut, man. We up in here, man. Saturday evening, man. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
We got a special guest with us today, man. The infamous, the one and only, man. What you want to go by, man? I was gonna say the infamous, but I know you feel me. You done change your persona, man.
Yeah. Yo, the name now is JAMEL GRIOT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Griot, man.
GRIOT.
You got an emoji you want to rock with this show?
An emoji I want to rock with.
Yeah, in the chat, because we tell them put brains in the chat.
Okay. Shit. I'll say like use the like pencil writing emoji. Yo, like where they got
pencil.
like where they got the black hand and you writing and shit. Yeah, I'm saying.
Pencils and brains in the chat, man, for my boy Jamil, man.
Yeah, right. We
Without
out here.
further ado, man, let the people. I mean, we know what you do, who you are. You feel me? But for the people that don't know who you is and what you do, give them a little insider, man.
Yeah, my name's JAMEL GRIOT. I am an artist, all around artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lyricist, a poet, a director. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bruh. I'm coming straight out the Bay Area with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, straight from Oakland, straight from Pittsburgh and shit, bruh. Me and these dudes go way back. And yeah, bro, we out here in these streets everywhere like burn CDs, man.
I like that. Man.
Yeah, man. Me and bro go way back, man. I think I bet what Pop Warner.
Yeah, damn.
Pop Warner.
Keep on trying to make references.
I mean, shit. That's how long I met him. That's what I do.
That's real shit.
He had
though.
on helmet and everything.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. I'm saying, like,
Did you think?
I think I
Did you
only
think
played-
his helmet was big?
big as fuck. This nigga, this nigga had the biggest head on the field. That shit was crazy, bro. And then this nigga was always telling the football coaches what he wasn't gonna do and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga stayed.
That's why he ain't play.
That's why his career.
Yeah, that's why he ain't play.
Stay arguing with the coaches and shit, bro.
Oh yeah, Jay's not coachable.
That nigga think he.
I was married. No, we not gonna do that.
I think probably the funniest shit, I don't know if it was you or another teammate we had, bro, but we had weigh-ins or whatever when we used to go out to like San Jose and shit, yo, and like weigh in so we could like, you know, be in these games or whatever. It was either you or somebody else, but a motherfucker went to hometown buffet like right before the weigh-ins.
No, that
shit,
wouldn't
you know
be.
what I'm saying?
No, that wouldn't be. No,
Okay,
no.
yeah, it was somebody. Niggas went to hometown buffet right before the weigh-ins.
I do
thinking
remember
that they
that.
was Charlie and shit,
You
bro.
know who that was? That was Dog. His name his daddy was a coach.
That was the funniest part.
His name
because
started
he-
with a T. I forgot bruh's name. His pops was one of the coaches though too.
That
I
was
remember
the
that
funniest
shit.
part, bro. We kept talking
Niggas
about
went to
that
hometown
shit. Like,
buffet.
Nigga, how is your pops the coach? and you fuck around and
You
go to
overweight.
bruh.
Come
like,
on, bro.
And if we was big dudes back then and shit, bruh, I was definitely doing the most trying to
These
make weight
niggas don't
and shit,
believe.
you know what
They
I'm
don't
saying?
believe I was big back then,
Bruh,
man. They
we
don't
was
believe
out,
it.
we was running laps in trash bags, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Jay was big.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh,
that was a little fat nigga,
me and him was biting our nails like, yo, I hope we make it. I hope we make weight.
Come on, bro.
Motherfuckers was eating salad and boiled eggs trying to stay on the team and shit, bruh. Oh, shit, bruh.
Niggas didn't believe me, man. I tried to tell them.
Surprised.
Yeah, we was
I
the
tried
hefty
to tell
boys
him.
back then.
That shit lasted one season. Nigga ain't do that shit ever
I ain't never
again,
seen this nigga overweight in no way, shape,
Never.
or form.
Bruh, it happened.
That
It
nigga
happened.
was
We all start from
7.
somewhere,
I
bruh.
got a real question then. So I don't know what position y'all play, but who was better out of y'all two then?
I feel like I was. You know
Okay,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Just off.
I
rip.
expected that.
Yeah, I had like a whole nickname on the team and shit.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
you did,
saying?
yeah, you
I
were
was
there.
really
He
one
was
of
just
them.
Paige.
I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? They
He
used
was
to
just
call.
Paige.
You know,
then.
back then in Pop Warner, everybody had to play a certain amount of snaps. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you know how that used to get.
yeah, bro.
I mean, you
Yeah, I'm
was gonna be
saying.
on the team and you was gonna get a snap.
Yeah. Everybody got PT and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know. It's funny
But the
because
raw
as
niggas-
inclusive as Pop Warner is, bro, like them coaches was not afraid to tell you who their favorites was, bro. They'll give everybody PT, but you'll know who their favorites was. So if you got a nickname on the team, you was one of the favorites. That's why I'm like, yeah, I had
It
a
was
whole
only
nickname
like-
and all.
It was only like 10 plays, I think, that everybody had to play. So
Damn near, bro.
you get
Niggas
your-
barely
you get
ever.
your last 10 plays in about
Niggas
one
barely
inning.
ever even threw the
know,
ball.
what's
You know what I'm
that?
saying? Like we was just straight up, yo, like run and gun, you know what I'm saying? Or as they used to say back then, ground and pound, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like
So you was better. So what position you played then?
I played center.
Oh,
I played
damn.
center and D tackle and shit. And then they randomly had me as like a backup middle linebacker. Like I only played middle linebacker for like one game, but I was smacking shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay. Okay, and then what did he play then? You remember what he played?
Shit, I do not
So you gonna
remember.
say
I
wide
know you was on the
receiver.
line.
When I was
Okay,
big,
okay.
yeah. When I was big, I was on
When
the
were you
line.
big? How old were you at this point?
Wait,
We were
how old
children,
was
bro.
this?
We was kids. How old was
I
I?
was like 7.
Like
I was
around
like-
there, like
Like
8.
fifth grade? How old did
So
you? in
fifth grade,
like
you
fifth,
like-
sixth grade.
I like 10, 11.
Yeah, 10,
Yeah, like
11.
10, 11.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
big do you? Because when I was
Nigga,
11,
yeah.
I weighed
Nigga,
135.
Big enough to
That's
worry
big.
about
You
making
said
weight.
what?
That's big
I
for
weighed
an 11-year-old
135
for
when I was
sure.
11.
I was more than that.
No, wait, y'all went to middle school with him,
promise.
So
didn't
you-
y'all?
No.
Oh, y'all didn't go to middle
I
school.
did, but
Okay.
I didn't know Jay then. I met Jay when I was in high school.
Then. Okay.
It wasn't like this
You see
nigga.
how niggas always
that.
want to, you feel me?
It's
I'm
funny.
sitting here minding my business, and
I'm
this
not
nigga
even-
want to,
no, not
you
even
know
like
what I mean? You know what I mean?
Not even like that. I'm
It's
just
funny because
saying,
it wasn't
yeah,
like this
you feel
nigga
me?
was Professor Clumps or nothing like that, yo. It was just like we was kids with baby fat.
Nigga,
you know
he
what
was
I'm saying?
bigger than 135, nigga.
I
That
mean,
mean he
yeah.
was obese.
I mean,
Them niggas bigger
technically,
than him
but
now.
he didn't.
I was
look
like
obese.
I was like 160.
Like,
I remember I was like 160.
it was
like
one of them
175,
things-
some
At,
shit
at
like
this
that.
height, nigga. I mean, not you was shorter than this.
It was one of them things where it was like you could.
was a bowling ball. Damn.
Let me see a napkin, bro.
Oh damn!
160 at 5'3".
He probably had like.
I was probably taller than that.
One
Nigga. I was
I ain't gonna lie. If
5'3",
niggas,
that's
if
wild,
niggas
bro.
ever like remember watching iCarly and shit, he probably had like the body build of Gibby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
I couldn't even imagine Jay
Bruh.
looking like
I
that.
got a school picture. I gotta find you.
And just one more last question
I gotta
about
find
that
it.
before we change topics. What number was y'all?
I was 53
Okay.
for the majority of the time when I played
That's cool.
football.
That's cool.
Like my first season I ever played, I was number 62, but after that I was
nasty.
53.
That's not gonna lie.
Yeah, I looked nasty that year. Nah, but the crazy thing is, I wasn't even a center on my first year. I was a guard, and when I came through, like I had no sense of football fashion. You know what I'm saying? My knee pads was down to my shins. You know what I'm saying? You know how niggas used to rock they shit, bro. We looked terrible, and yeah, and yeah, yo, I came through the game sloppy, but yeah, like after that, I was number 53, like from like 8 years old all the way to like high school and shit.
Okay, for sure. What number was you, Jay? I know that was your first and last year.
nigga, I played with this nigga for years, nigga.
Bruh.
No, I think I played with Taz like a year or two. But I played before that. The year that I played with him, y'all niggas know what number I was.
So that's what I'm saying. That picture that H got, that was that year.
You were
No,
not.
no. That was after that.
Then you lost everything you had on your body. Then you was like 100 pounds in
nigga
that
had
picture.
gastro. What's that shit called?
Oh damn.
I don't know what
Gastric
year that was.
bypass surgery type shit.
That year I was
that
like
nigga was
75 or something. I don't remember what
That's
number I was
hella
though,
funny.
for sure.
That
Nigga said gastric bypass. For
That
sure.
nigga said they gave him Ozempic. That's hella funny. That's funny as shit.
Yeah, let's get on some other shit, man. How y'all feeling, man, these last few days? We was here on Wednesday.
Hold on, man.
we
Before
get
we
into
get
that,
into
though.
it, man, shout
Shout out
hella
hella
good
good
water.
Oh,
You
yeah,
feel
my
me?
bad.
It's
Yeah.
now available.
This
You
is
know,
some good ass
available.
water, though.
We got bro right with some hella
Available.
good. You feel me? We got a shirt for you too after the pod. So
Shout
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
you know.
bruh. I
Shout
just
out in the loop drip.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all
I
go put
just-
that
Spit it out.
code in.
I
Man,
just
yeah.
peeped.
You good?
You
You
can't be doing the
alright?
sponsors fucking up now.
It's good, brother. It's
Hey,
good. I got
hey,
it. I
just
got
real quick. You
Let me
know,
drink this
we
water.
get once we get more sponsors. I ain't gonna say bigger because we going crazy with the sponsors that we got. But once we get more sponsors, certain niggas will be like, "Hey, we don't want him reading that." Like,
Yeah, for sure.
It's good, brother. I got it.
That
I
nigga
got
say
it,
he
man.
be fucking up the company
Shout
now.
out in the loop drip, man. Get your ass over there and type in "Great minds think alike." Yeah, I mean you get 15% off anything.
what is he talking?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
It's great minds, bro.
No, it's not.
It's just great minds.
Is it?
Yes. How you find?
I
the
wasn't
promo
here
code?
last
So
week.
now-
I wasn't here last week.
no.
We found this promo
Oh,
code out
no.
forever.
I wasn't here last
You've
week.
been doing this
We
shit
doing
for
this
2
shit for
months.
I wasn't here last week.
We've been doing this
I
shit
got
since
a
Bro was
break.
on the show.
Bruh, just
that
take
nigga
the L,
drunk.
bruh.
I was drinking last night. Hey,
Shout out
That sound a lot more
Shout out
believable.
Fairfield Johnny in the chat, man.
Shout out
I was gonna say,
Fairfield
but shout out
Johnny, man.
intheloopdripman.com.
man.
Go to the website. They got shorts, not shoes, shorts,
we
motherfucking
all
t-shirts, sweatsuits, beanies, hats, motherfucking glasses too. And go to intheloopdrip.com, type in Great Minds, not Great Minds Think Alike. Type in Great Minds in the promo section and you'll get 15% off on your checkout, man. Type in, man.
idiot.
But yeah, we were saying though, man, how's y'all day been, or y'all days been since Wednesday, man? Fuck y'all. How your week been, brother? How you been, bro? How your week been?
Oh shit!
I mean, he
my
is
week
the man
been
in front of the
my week
computer.
been smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, this was like first week of my project and shit being out and
Okay.
shit, bro. So yeah, it's been kind of like a celebration since the album release party and shit, bro. So it's been up. You know what I'm saying? It's been righteous.
Why we ain't getting no invite to the album release party, bro?
Shit.
So you really don't fuck with Jay like that because you would have told Jay and then Jay would have related to us and then we would.
Damn.
He forget shit though.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Don't save him.
No, I said
Jay, we
Jay.
cooking.
I said Jay forget shit.
No,
so he
no,
probably would have
I
told him.
don't forget shit. I wouldn't have forgot nothing like that.
Shit. I was just on the gram promoting, bro. I ain't even throw personal invites to nobody. It was kind of a thing where it's like, hey, I was throwing ads out there, bro. So it's reversed.
Okay.
It's reversed. Like,
okay, that's
if
what it was.
If he saw me, because I was paying for ads, you know what I'm saying? So
it's everywhere then.
Yeah, it
Y'all
was.
day ones,
it was too. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
crazy.
If he was fucking with it, y'all would have been there.
We would've knew.
Type shit. Yeah.
So okay,
yeah.
that's crazy. But how was your album release party though, brother?
It was groovy, man. We was at this spot called Couch Date in downtown Oakland.
Okay,
and
I ain't never heard of it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a new spot over there, bro. Like, it's like really a spot where you can go buy a vinyl record, get some food, get a bottle of wine type shit.
Okay,
It's really a smooth spot where you could take your shorty to and shit.
That's
Yo, they got
okay.
like, comfy ass couches there, hence the name Couch Date.
Yep,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
That's raw, though.
But yeah, it was hella groovy though. I invited like a nice amount of people and shit. Like the turnout was cool and shit, bruh. And yeah, bruh, like I was kind of like just taking everybody through every range of emotion in that motherfucker and shit, bruh. At one point, niggas was crying in that bitch. It was crazy. Like after the whole project was done, everybody was giving me a standing ovation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even motherfuckers I didn't invite, cause like the music. They got like good ass speakers that even blares to a point where you can hear it outside type shit.
So they hear your vocals and stuff outside. Okay.
Yeah, like clear as hell, like perfectly. Almost sounds like I'm performing type shit.
Okay,
so yeah, bruh, like even people that was just randomly walking past and shit end up coming through and all of that, and like just catching the vibe and shit, man. It's like, so yeah, even gained some new fans throughout the album release party too. So it was hella dope. It was hella dope.
You'll know that you can reach a wider range of people when you meet people that you don't know necessarily. They don't know you, and then they'll still fuck with your art. That's dope. That's dope.
Exactly,
to see, man,
exactly,
sure.
bro. Yeah, that shit was hella dope, bro.
Okay. What about you? What about you, brother? You ain't been here in a week, man. Catted on us on Wednesday and shit. You always 50 push-ups too.
Oh,
and you the nigga that be in the chat saying that if you can't do 50 push-ups, then
you
ain't not a real
all
man.
that type of man.
I bust him down right now.
If you can.
Shit,
if you can't, that's good. We'll wait.
I'll tell y'all how my week went.
They said we won't embarrass you on the camera.
That though. The chat needs that though, because H had to do his on camera. That's only respectable. Feel me?
I did mine on camera too. Don't
You didn't do
forget
50.
me.
You did 30.
Don't matter what I did.
Huh?
He did 10. I did what niggas demanded.
My week was cool, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey.
I done had an interesting week though. I ain't gonna lie. I was just telling these niggas when I go home, I need to go home and pray, man.
You want to talk about it or?
He been sinning all week.
No, I ain't been sinning. It's just what's been thrown at me, man. It's just been an interesting week, but
Yep.
I'm still here and I'm breathing. So yeah, I mean that's all that matters.
Yeah,
what I've been told, man, God don't give you nothing you can't handle, man.
Oh yeah, he's definitely throwing things at me that I can handle, but it's just like, God damn, like right now, like I gotta do this right now. Like you giving me this test right now.
It be like that, man, because you can't be expecting your test and then be that's why it's a test. For me, it's pop quiz this time. It's time to see what you want to shake your game up a little bit. Maybe you need to be a little bit rattled to get you back on that game. So
I think that's really what it is. I think God is just like, nigga, you done been humble, you done been nice. Now it's time for that other side to kick in. Now you gotta.
Saying that?
I wouldn't say
absolutely.
that. I wouldn't say that.
Not with the humbleness, but like as far as like being nice and just letting shit just way out. Think he's telling me to show my ass right now.
Is that
It
right?
be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I think he's
God.
I think he's telling me, you know what? It's time.
Hey, we got to remember God, you know what I'm saying? Washed out Babylon too, you know what I'm saying? Like when he felt like enough was enough, man. So,
Yeah, I mean,
every once in a while you tap your shoulder and be like, hey, bro, don't be letting that shit slide.
And I feel like that's what he's telling me right now. I think he's like, nigga, enough is enough, nigga. Like I've been sitting here watching you go through the shit, nigga. Enough is enough, goddamn it.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's what.
Or do you think? I think not for your situation, but I think he do situations where people be comfortable for a little bit too long, and then
absolutely,
he'll knock out that foundation up under you, make you fall a little bit, and then you got to kind of build that back and build it stronger though.
And for me, I can't say that it's that all the way. I can't say that it's that 100%. But I feel like I be knowing certain shit, and then I'll be like, nah, that ain't really what it is. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm tripping. I'm thinking too hard about it, or I'm overthinking whoop-de-whoop. And then something will happen that just proves to me that God is like, nigga, I was trying to show you. I was trying to tell you what you was thinking wasn't no bullshit. So, you feel me? I'm learning to accept shit for what it is the first time that I think it. Like, you feel me? Like, if I see that something is some bullshit, or if I see a motherfucker is on some weird shit, then 9 times out of 10, motherfucker on some weird shit. I can't just be so quick to give a motherfucker the benefit of the doubt. You feel me?
Nah, I feel you on that shit.
Okay.
So yeah, that's been my week, brothers. That's been my week.
What about you, King Gaines, man? We was here Wednesday, so these last few days, man, how your last few days been, man? 'Cause I know we're gonna talk about the 4th and all that extra stuff.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. This show is Dre Day, man.
Yeah, shout out Mac Dre, man. Rest in peace, man, to the legend, man.
R.P.
Oh yeah, and I heard about you, Johnny, last week.
I knew this
Thought
date
you
was
was funny.
familiar today.
But nah, shit, my week was cool. I ain't, my last few days since Wednesday, nothing special since other than last night. I, turned up and watching the fireworks and shit.
Yeah, I seen your story. Y'all was fired up out there on the block, man. Your Parkside members and stuff.
Yeah, you feel me? My Latino homies was going crazy.
Shout out to the Latin community out there that was going
Yeah,
crazy. Because
they
I ain't gonna lie, they don't be caring. Like, nigga, we gonna set some bombs off.
Bro, they be having a plug on fireworks.
The police just ride past. They don't even, can't even say nothing.
It's not like that, but it's like, soon as you gone, it's like niggas gonna start it back up or
Nigga,
move.
the sun wasn't even down yet, and them niggas was going crazy.
Big boxes, like that.
Setting off cherry bombs, all kinds of shit.
Everything from like behind my house, like if you was on that main street, like where the burrito truck be at, right here.
You could just pass that street and both sides.
Niggas was in the middle of that street.
Ooh, on them.
Going crazy. Niggas had the side streets going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, niggas was just.
That's raw, though.
going
That's
crazy.
good to see, because then you ain't got to really necessarily leave your home.
Hella kids out.
Yeah,
It's all the kids
smooth. That's
outside.
cool.
Yeah, bro. That shit sound lit as a motherfucker,
It
bro.
was jumping.
What y'all do
was
for the
chilling,
4th, man?
Shit, man. Some couple of my family members came to my house and shit. Yo, we was chilling. I mean, I like to put this out there first and foremost. I usually myself don't celebrate the 4th. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all know what the fuck that day mean. They ain't for us. But at the same time, though, while I'm being conspiracy brother Jones and all my niggas' ears, they still be getting fireworks and shit. They be like, yeah, I know this day ain't
Let
for
me
us,
shake your hand,
nigga.
bro. I be doing the same. These niggas call me Malcolm X and shit.
Hey, straight up though, bruh. It's like, man, I've been telling niggas that we could celebrate this shit on Juneteenth since before Juneteenth was popular.
Fireworks then?
Yeah, bruh. It
Niggas
was
wanna go outside
none
and
of
fight
it
and
was
shoot
none
dead.
of that shit going on at the time, bruh. Like until like literally a couple years ago, type shit, bruh.
COVID year was
yeah,
the first
COVID.
Yeah,
COVID was the
oh, it's a holiday right here. Okay,
bruh.
something to do.
I was so
COVID niggas was
I
like
was-
Juneteenth. The fuck is Juneteenth?
I'm gonna keep it a bean, yo. I was happy that happened, but I was thrown off at the same time because I'm like, damn, I've been preaching about Juneteenth for dumbass long, and it took y'all till now to finally realize. Fuck
damn near
it,
30
we
and
outside.
shit.
We
It took
outside,
for them
man.
to take away y'all access to outside to fucking learn about some
I
shit.
know
that-
to do some research, nigga, and be like, oh,
for sure.
Juneteenth, what is this? But yeah, bruh, like, so for the most part, I don't be giving a fuck about the 4th, but fam still came over to my crib and shit. You know what I'm saying?
man.
My auntie brought over hella my little cousins and shit like that, chilling with my niece and all. And then we all ended up going to my homie Chris spot. Like, he live in downtown Pittsburgh and shit. And it's been a minute since I've been in Pittsburgh on the 4th. Like, anytime I'm outside, I'm in Oakland and shit. So, like, being in downtown Pittsburgh was kind of blast from the past for me. You know what I'm
straight up,
saying?
yeah.
So,
They was doing the fireworks down there this year.
yeah,
I didn't know
they
they was doing
went
it.
stupid, bruh. They
It
went.
was lit down there.
They went stupid.
Downtown and Parkside was lit. I
Yeah.
saw people's stories everywhere.
But do y'all remember how lit downtown used to be?
Bruh, that used to be the main event,
Walk
bruh.
through. It was just like how it used to be.
Yeah, I
Dog,
should've
it
went,
really,
bro.
it really was, bruh.
like
Like,
11 in the afternoon.
Because remember, they stopped doing that shit for hella. Like,
They did.
I ain't seen no fireworks downtown Pittsburgh in damn near.
I ain't gonna lie, bruh.
Damn, almost
Downtown
20 years,
Pittsburgh, Downtown Pittsburgh on the 4th of July used to hit
shit,
like
bro.
Lake Merritt and shit, bro. Like you would just see everybody over there
Yeah, for
back
sure.
then and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
hell yeah.
Like
I ain't never been to
bumping the
Lake Merritt on the
motherfuckers
4th,
that.
I used to go to
Yeah,
the
me
city.
neither. Which is actually
I ain't
shocking.
gonna lie, I ain't never been for the 4th. I ain't never been nowhere that if we doing like big fireworks like that,
Really?
except for downtown Pittsburgh. Like unless we doing it at the
Yeah.
crib or with
Gotta go
family.
to the-
Yeah.
I think I went to
Yeah.
SAC
I used
one
to,
year.
I used to be
think
in
I went
Oakland
to
for the
SAC one
4th,
year.
nigga.
SAC was
Brookfield.
cracking.
He used to crack,
I used to go to
nigga.
the city
Man,
every year.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
It
2
wasn't.
years in the 4th. I used to go
Even
to
though, bruh, like the 4th always hitting downtown Pittsburgh and shit, it wasn't nothing like how it used to hit in my childhood up on Sunnyside and shit, boy. Like we used to have a whole block lit as fuck, boy. Like I'm talking about literally from sunset to I don't know what the fuck time at night, bruh. Like we would just be outside all fucking night. That shit was dope as hell back then and shit, man. It's like for real, bruh. But yeah, shout out Sunnyside, shout out downtown Pittsburgh, man. Like
Sure,
on
for
everything,
sure,
man.
man.
Yeah.
For me, I was like for me, I used to we used to park at my nana's because she been staying in downtown Pittsburgh probably since I was in like elementary school, probably like 5th grade, probably before that. But she'd have been different houses, but all been downtown. But I say that to say she had came over yesterday she had came to my mom's house. We went to my mom's house. It was barbecuing and stuff. I was supposed to be cooking, which I usually do for me. Shout out to family. But this time I got there a little late 'cause I had to work. So when I get there, Nana on the grill and stuff like that, she knows what she doing. I ain't knocking nothing she doing. So don't take it like that if she watching. But anyways, I get back there. I want to get back there because shout out my mom. She had did this little setup in the backyard. She made it look all nice and stuff like that. Like it wasn't 4th of July themed and shit like that. But if you've been in the backyard, you was back there yesterday. So she did a little. She like set some AstroTurf down and put some tan bark around and make it look nice. And you know what I mean for the family and stuff. So I say all that to say.
I didn't get some ribs
I'm
and shit.
Yeah, I'm finna sit down. I got the laptop. I'm finna chill. Now like get on the grill. You gotta hurry up. It's flame going up, like big fire. I'm hot because I'm like, how you just gonna throw me in a situation like that? Like I'm cooking. When I cook, I be preparing shit. You know what I mean? I do shit a certain way. Like I get over there, it's flame going. I'm like, you gotta do this. You gotta do this. I'm like, bro. So that's already getting me kind of irritated. I'm like, I gotta do more than I would usually have to do right now because I'm not gonna get to this situation. So it's like I kind of know how to set it up a little bit different. Like we all do. If you know how to grill, you kind of know what to do in terms of the coals. So coals was everywhere. That shit was on fire. It was just like fire. I'm like,
God
so
damn.
shit getting on fire. I'm like, man, I'm having to do the chicken. I gotta whip it up and do my thing. But long story short, chicken ended up being good. I saved it. For me, it was good. Burgers were smooth. We ended up having a cool time. My kids, family came over. What else I'm trying to say? Uncle was there, cousins was there. It was cool, man. 4th was cool. We really didn't do the firework thing and stuff like that, but I don't be tripping like that. Just family time be cool with me, man. Like I don't be really tripping like that, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out.
I was gonna say though, on the music tip, what's the name of your new tape, your new project you just dropped?
Sincerely, JAMEL.
Okay. I gotta go tap in.
Yeah,
What,
definitely.
Cause what made you rebrand, like switch your name?
The rebranding, bruh, came with a whole list of things, but on some long story short shit, at the time I was just like really creating music that was like outside of what I would usually make. So that was kind of the start of me wanting to do that. And then outside of like, you know, just the music and shit, just literally everything about it, the messaging and all of the shit, the way I was approaching it, I was coming from a more artistic standpoint where I wanted to be more vulnerable. And for the most part, like everybody always known me for the skill set and shit, like always known me for barring up and shit, which is something I still stand by. But it's like before I didn't really get personal with my story and shit. And then it started turning into that more because like after I started losing people, it got a lot more vulnerable for me and shit, And like one of the people I lost was my pops. It was actually to mention, like on the 4th of July, we was celebrating my pop's birthday and shit too.
Okay, is
Cause
the birthday on 4th of July?
on the 1st. His birthday is on the 1st. So we was like, you know, celebrating for him on the 4th and shit. But yeah, when he had passed away a couple years back, he the one that gave me my name in the first place. So it made me pretty much just want to kind of like revert back. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, do something that was more true to me and shit, yo. So I've been wanting to rebrand for a minute, but it just kind of seemed like everything in my life at that point I kind of fell into that. So it just ended up coming natural from that point on.
So, with the rebranding thing, because I was cause I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't hip on your music like that. My brother was like, "No, you should have been." Da, da, da. I'm like, all right, I'm finna go listen. So I went and listened to first it was Kickback, and then I just listened to Reservations, I think it was saying. So in terms of you saying the growth, I can literally hear that. Like from that point, like it's a big ass gap in between, but like you can hear the difference in your tone of voice and your seriousness and everything. Like for me.
Yeah.
But it's dope. Reservation's dope ass song too, though. By the way, man.
Showing up. I appreciate that.
I start listening to more stuff. I'm gonna go back and listen. I'm gonna work my way to the newer stuff. But those 2 songs for sure, going crazy though for sure.
I appreciate that, bro.
Because like nigga, when I first moved out here, when I used to be at Dottie shit. He used to be there. We used to him and Dottie used to just rap.
Know Dottie too?
Yeah,
I still got that nigga number. You know what I'm saying?
Me, him, and Dottie used to just rap.
Out
For,
Dottie,
you feel
man.
me? For hours, like nigga, we smoke, listen to beats, and rap. Like you feel me? So I remember I used to be telling Dottie like, bro, that nigga dope. I used to be telling him too, but like nigga, used to be telling like, bro, this nigga raw. Like you raw, bro. You should rap. Nigga, then like after like, I didn't see him for a minute. The next thing I know, I'm just start seeing him on shit. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, he going up. First I'm seeing the name, and it wasn't like no face to it. Then I'm like, oh shit, this bro. I'm like, oh shit, he going crazy. Then like, nigga, then you was on the UFC game.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh,
That's what they was saying too. I'm like, nigga,
my niggas on UFC. Like,
Yeah, man. So if y'all tuned in with the UFC, man, you done probably seen bro on there. I heard his voice for sure.
Yeah.
Which UFC is it?
4.
So it's the newest one.
Yeah, UFC 4.
okay.
Yep.
Nah, it's 5 that just came out. So the last one that.
Okay, that's raw though.
How did that come about?
Shit, bruh. It came about on random, dog. Like, I had just got done with a project at around that time called In the Moment. And after I got done with it and shit, bruh, like, I was, like, pretty much, till this day, I'm still kind of connected with, like, a crew of OGs and shit that just kind of knew me from that period. And one of the OGs, bruh, like, legendary underground rapper, Lakeith the Truth Speaker, Lateef, my bad. Lateef, the Truth Speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, bruh. He pretty much was the one that was just like, hey, yo, tap in with DJ Shadow. I was telling him about you and he want to work with you type shit. And I keep it a beam. When he was first telling me about him, my first thought was like, fuck, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just didn't like the idea, like, initially. But then when he was telling me who DJ Shadow was, he was like, oh, he the dude that made the beat for that song, Turf Talk and Keep the Sneak, like the shit back then that we need freaks, like that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when he said that, instantly, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that was me and my mama shit, bro. We'll slide to that all the time and shit, bro. It's like, yeah, let's line that up. Like, just strictly off of the strength of that song. I didn't know DJ Shadow nor how connected he was. But we get in the studio, we recorded up in West Oakland, right next to Soundwave Studio. Like we had recorded right next to over there and shit, man. So I get up in the lab, meet folks that's on the song and shit, you know what I'm saying? One of the people that was on the song is like from this underground group back then called Black Alicious. I know the name sound crazy.
Black Alicious.
Yeah, bro. But they was big in the 90s, you know what I'm saying, on some underground shit. Okay. So one of the dudes from that group, Gifted Gab, RIP to him, he was on the song and shit. I was posted with Lateef, he was on the song as well. And then they threw me on it, and we just got to work up in the studio.
That's raw.
I didn't really think much of it after we got done with it. We just finished it and shit, man. And then a little while later, once DJ Shadow's album come out, it's like a whole compilation album and shit, man. And I'm realizing that the album not only consists of me and my peoples, but also consists of like Nas and Wu-Tang and Pusha T and Davies. Yeah, it was crazy. It was wild. I did not know that DJ Shadow knew all of these niggas, bro. Like, I thought he was just a random nigga. So I'm like, oh shit. And then seeing that the album came out on Mass Appeal, I'm like, oh, swear, this was like an actual release. I didn't know. And then as time went on, just get a random call, and Lateef is like, hey, bro, the UFC game want to use our song. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
That's raw.
it was
That's
like
dope.
just so damn random, bro. We
Shit
went
just
through
fell
with
right
the
in your lap.
yeah, we went through with the whole thing, and then all of a sudden, bro, I'm on a video game and shit, bro.
That's
That
raw.
shit was
That's raw.
that shit was trippy as hell. It's funny that you even bring that shit up, bro, because I literally just got a DM about that like probably last week. Like, I still be getting people hitting me up for that shit, bro. Niggas
raw.
hit me was like,
That's
hey,
raw,
bro, like, I don't know if I was tripping or not, but I could have sworn I just heard you on the UFC
mama,
game. I'm like, yeah, that was me. That
I
was
had
me,
to go
bro.
to the name because I
That's
heard
dope.
the voice and I'm like, nigga, this nigga sound hella familiar. I went through the songs and I'm like, oh shit, this for sure. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
that's what a lot of people had went through around that time and shit, bro.
Richburg said, sincerely, Jamil is dope. Is a dope album that he just released. Condolences to your mom. By the way, what is the inspiration behind the new record? That would be my question.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rich Berg, you know what I'm saying? And thank you for the condolences and shit, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Really the inspiration behind this new record was just me wanting to get my story out there. Like, I was working with a team of producers before I started making this project. And when I was around them, they was kind of telling me like, hey, bro, everybody know that you can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I think it's time to start telling people your story. And I took that to heart. Like, ever since then, it was just like, all right, bro. Like, and that just kind of inspired this new chapter in my career, bro. So it's just like, and there's still so much more to tell. You know what I'm saying? You know, this project itself ain't the end all be all, but it's definitely the first chapter into this next phase of my career and shit. So yeah, it was just really a thing of just like, I just want people to get to know me. That was like really the inspiration behind it.
That's dope. As an artist, do you feel like? Because I feel like bars is important, but I also do feel like conveying a way for people to relate to you and actually get to know you and your music.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of hit more and bring more fans than like lyrical. But I feel like the lyrics and the way you put words together really matter in the song. So
It do.
you feel like it's this music that you dropping where you more vulnerable is received more than when you was more so lyrical than vulnerable in your music?
I mean, I guess I would have to give it a little bit of time to tell,
Okay,
but at the same time, just off of like first initial reaction, I can say this is very much different than any other reaction I've gotten. Like, you know, niggas been rapping for forever time, bro. So I'm always used to niggas coming up to me telling me like, oh, you raw as fuck. Oh, you sound like this person. Oh, you sound like that person. You sound like Busta Rhymes. You sound like Kendrick. Like, you know, I'm used to that kind of shit, yo. But
you hear that young Kendrick in
but for niggas to come at me and really relate to what I'm saying, like, that's a total different feeling, and that shit, it feels so rewarding because, like, I'm a lyricist, so I've always been a person of just like, did y'all hear what I said type thing, but I was just always with the clever bars, wordplay, metaphors, double entendres, all this shit. So I would be doing all of this like lyrical gymnastics type shit, bruh, hoping that people catch on, and it just be going over a lot of people's heads. Sometimes they catch it, sometimes they don't, and it kind of put me in a box of being like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, so from there, like, being at this point now where it's just like, all right, people actually hear what I'm saying, people can actually relate to what I'm talking about and shit, bruh. So far, I can say that I've appreciated this initial reaction a lot more, just because it's starting to feel like that, like, my fan base is actually growing more devoted to my music. Like, rather than just being like, this nigga can rap, like, you know, you getting people like Richburg just vouching and shit, like, you know, just being like, a dope project, and is able to like even comment on something personal, you know. So it's like, yeah, man, I could definitely say I love this reaction a lot more.
Yeah, I agree with
dope,
that because, like,
sure.
as an artist, I feel like that's I feel like that'd be more fulfilling because it's like sometimes when you get to a certain level, like as an artist or in general, a certain, like, when people hold you to a certain statue, they don't really know you for real. So they kind of like treat you a certain way or look at you a certain way, and then when they understand, like when they see you from a different view, like when you more vulnerable, or they know your story or where you came from or what you had to do to make it through certain situations, it get them a different feeling about you. It make them understand, because we all, you feel me, human, like, you know, so make them remember, like, damn, he just like me, like, you feel me, or she just like me. They went through the same. I went through that situation, so I feel like that type of music or that vulnerability as an artist always come in handy. I feel like you gotta have, to be an artist, I feel like you gotta do everything. Like how you said, like,
definitely.
You gotta have the bars. You gotta be able to be vulnerable. You gotta be able to, you feel me, make something for the women. You gotta be able to make something, you feel me, old people could listen to. You gotta be able to make something the kids are like. You know, you gotta be able to do it all to be considered an artist.
Yeah, you are definitely right about that.
I agree with you for sure. Like when you say like a full-on artist, because you gotta be able to, you feel me? Mm-hmm. People can't check all them boxes.
Off this new project, what's one of your favorite songs, or shit? Give us two of your favorite songs that you want people to go listen to.
Man, that's kind of difficult because it's like really the whole album is my favorite shit.
Yeah,
bro. Like, cause even the way that I make projects and shit, like I do it very intentionally to a point where it's like there's a storyline in the motherfucker, and then I'm like a nerd about sequencing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like album sequences isn't something that's like more so talked about as much nowadays. Like people make albums with the intention of kind of like setting up a playlist in a way where it's like, all right, I'm gonna give you about like 30, 40 songs and shit, and it's just gonna be this type of feel, and they try to check all the boxes to make sure that this is just pretty much, you know, the album that everybody goes back to. But for me, I grew up listening to like real albums that was like, you know, telling you a story, bringing you into their world and shit, skits and transitions and all sorts of shit, So it's like the way I did the album was literally like that. So that's why I'm kind of like, it's a little tough because I kind of designed everything to go together, and it really be off the strength of like, okay, what day am I on? What am I feeling? Because, you know, it kind of varies, but I would say like if I want somebody to listen to my shit for the first time, I probably say Growing Pains is a very good one. Like, because that kind of answers the question of why I rebranded and all the shit. Like, I literally tell a whole story in that bitch that, like, pretty much tells you that answer. And then, as far as, like, another song that I would say, like, is really dope on there, probably either, like, Coping Mechanism or, like, G.O.D., you know what I'm saying? Like, those two records, I feel like anybody could relate to type shit, you know? Like, but, yeah. I would probably say, like, out of the records that I would be able to think of, like, it would probably be between those three.
Okay. For sure.
I know you made a lot of music. You put a lot out. What's one of your favorite songs that you ever made? If it's old, new, like in the middle, like, what's one of your favorites? Like you be like, all right, if I'm gonna listen to my shit, I'm gonna go to this.
Okay. It's funny because it's one of my more underrated songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But this song that I made back in like 2021 called Summer Drop Off, like that song itself just is dope as hell to me because I challenge myself a lot when I make music, and sometimes doing the more simpler shit is the most difficult for me because it's like I came into everything being super technical, like you know, like the person that made me want to get in the studio and start rapping is Nas, so you know that's enough said on how technical shit can get. So a lot of times, bruh, I was baffled at why people would like the simpler shit. I was even baffled at why it caught me as much as it did, And I feel like at around that time, like, because that's like off the same project that Kickback is on and shit. Okay. So I feel like at around that time, I was like diving into a different experiment in how I come across on my music. And I I really just wanted to make music that just felt like the summer, bro. Like every time the summer hit, I'm outside, I'm wilding. You know what I'm saying? You know, my birthday is on the 28th of this month.
Okay.
So literally, it's like every time the sun comes out, bro, I'm at all the parties. I'm trying to see what's up. But my music don't reflect that. My music don't reflect like how amp I could be at times and shit. Especially at that time, yo, it didn't reflect that. So Summer Drop Off was like the first song that I made where it was like I was able to talk about real shit, but I was able to structure it in a fun way where people could chant something with me. The melody on that bitch go hard, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a clever way of like, you know, putting the whole track together. Cause like even for myself, like a lot of times back then I would make songs with like fucking like these songs would be like 7 minutes because I didn't count my bars. I didn't know how to shorten shit up or anything. Yeah. So Summer Drop Off, I feel like was probably the first time I made like a real song in a sense where it's just like, ooh, catchy hook that's gonna keep popping up like after every about like 4 to 12 bars or something, bro. And it gives you something you can really walk away with. So yeah, I'd probably say that's like my favorite because that was like my first time of kind of figuring out a different formula outside of just rapping.
Okay,
that's hella funny that you said that you when you was rapping your songs would be like 7 minutes because you know, nigga, we got some shit. We got some shit in the lab, nigga.
And that nigga say that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But I probably
everybody nigga ain't drop nothing.
He got unreleased.
He got a whole discography.
No, like dog, like when I first started going in the studio and shit, bro, like the nigga I would get my music produced by was the same motherfucker that we played football with. You know what I'm saying? As far as the homie Clifton and shit, bro. And we would all be up in there, bro, like rapping like a motherfucker and shit, bro. And he would be having hella songs and shit. We would come together on random ass days and be recording in this nigga Clifton living room and shit and be having like.
He was motivated.
Yeah,
but I say that to say this nigga, we would do our verse, bro. Just pull up. He didn't prepare nothing. He just come in.
Oh, you don't write? You just come in and just
back then.
I just started writing.
I was gonna say back then this nigga used to freestyle the whole thing. But I kid you not, this nigga used to have the longest verse on the song, nigga.
I was just saying, like, nigga, we used to smoke, turn on the beat, and rap for hours, like for sure.
Yeah, that nigga just hear the beat. He like, all right, I got something for it. We like, damn, nigga.
Yeah. Like back then, I like did everything off of the mental, but I feel like because now that I write my music, I give myself a lot more space to structure things and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because the only niggas I done seen so far as like musically and being around niggas doing music and shit, the only niggas I have seen that can really freestyle shit or come up with something real quick, I ain't gonna lie, is him, Dottie, and me. Like, I ain't gonna, probably the only three I really be seeing. Like, I seen Dottie freestyle a verse, bro, and mess up a word and literally freestyle the same exact verse again. No pen, no paper, no back. Like, you feel me? He don't hear the verse in his ears.
Yeah, bro.
And I couldn't believe this shit. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck could
no
you
lie.
do that?
That nigga was definitely one of them. Like, it was like very few people that kept me like motivated on that type of hype, bro. Like, Dottie was definitely one of them niggas, bro. Like, he was the kind of nigga where it's like we'll be walking from school and this nigga would literally rap from the time we leave the school all the way up to when we walk to this nigga crib and shit, bro. And then and it's like he's rapping about everything that's going on around us type shit.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Already
when
know.
he say you already know, he about to start rapping.
Hey, straight up though, you know what I'm saying?
Shout
like,
out Dottie,
for real.
man.
You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
Dottie, man.
I ain't gonna lie. While we even talking about rappers and shit, shout out my nigga H right here and shit, bro. My nigga used to be on his shit too, bro. Matter of fact,
I'm still.
Used to. Okay. No,
I'm still.
Hey, I forgot to warn you. This nigga, you gotta watch. You gotta watch what you say around this nigga.
Everything
you gotta watch it.
I'm catching every little slide where he say you used to cook. You say you used to be on your shit. He's saying you ain't on your shit no more.
Oh, I was a little bit more consistent than I was now back then for sure.
Yeah.
Like around 2020, 2021, 2022.
I ain't been. Hey, I keep it a bean.
He
I
just
ain't
dropped
seen
that
it.
major with Rabio, so I ain't gonna lie.
Word. Okay. Yeah. I gotta look into that shit. I gotta look into that shit.
Crazy. Well, he don't fuck with you.
I gotta flood.
That's crazy. Niggas in here claiming they fuck with each other.
Fuck with you, nigga. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, he gonna cook, man.
I ain't gonna lie. All right. So I'm about to stir some shit up then. You know what I'm saying? While you talking about I don't fuck with him, back then he ain't fuck with me. I remember. Nah, check it. Because I remember this nigga came out with a song, bro, that like damn near everybody on the campus was fucking with, bro. Like
Talking about palm trees and double D's.
You talk about palm trees.
How that go?
Nah, because
Please,
people
can
really
I hear
fuck
the
with
hood?
people really fuck with
That's
that
How
song.
that go? Please.
But nah,
I'll show you after.
But
No,
nah, it
I
was
wanna hear
like,
people
bruh, I forgot what the song was called, bruh, and it's like there's only two things I remember about the song. One is the sample on the beat, bruh, because the sample was just always stuck in my head.
They keep going over.
Like,
You talking about Babadoo?
Yeah, that
Babadoo,
shit,
you
yo.
talking about Babadoo.
And, yeah, I remember him like coming into the song like, "Hey, I'm just blazing. I'm from the town called the Mighty Pirates." Like that's the main part. Yeah.
I remember.
Bruh,
That's what
literally,
Hayes?
dog. I remember.
that's Hayes,
I remember. Yup, Hayes. Yup, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying, dog. I remember when he made that shit, dog, and that beat was stuck in my head for so long that I came up with a verse to it. Like the moment that I had heard it, it was like, yo, I just kept playing the beat in my head and I came up with a verse to it. Came up to this nigga and was like, hey, bruh, let me hop on the song with you, bruh. Like, for real, let me hop on. I got a verse for it and shit like that. He straight up denied me, bruh. He was like, nah, bruh, you be rapping too much. Yeah, I'm saying on some shit, bruh.
He said you be rapping too much.
Yes, fake
This
way.
H the Great, y'all.
Yo, real shit.
Breaking news. I didn't know he was
shit.
an asshole.
Real shit. He was like, yo,
He like you was too lyrical.
yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be a bean when I look back when I look back on the vibe of that song and now that I'm into like the artistry of music, I could say like, yeah, I would have barred up, but I would have fucked up the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Cause he was on some real chill, laid back shit.
Yeah,
and I would have came through. And I would have came through.
When that motherfucker shooting, like, all right, bro.
Yeah. So he wasn't trying to go for none of that. He was just like,
Damn,
nah,
H
bro.
is crazy. You could have gave him a chance, though,
The crazy
bro.
thing is, I do remember you walking up to me telling me that, like saying I got a verse for it, and
You was acting
I
real.
do remember
You
that,
was acting
bro.
real beige that
Is that when
day.
he had a mohawk in?
He was acting real
Bruh.
He
beige
had a
that
mohawk
day.
in, I think.
That's hella funny,
Damn.
bro.
Nah, that
nigga
wasn't
said
that
you
year.
acted
That
real
wasn't that year.
beige that day. That's funny
That
as
nigga
hell,
said, nah,
though.
nigga, you be rapping too much.
Bruh.
You ain't finna come kill me on my own soul,
I
nigga.
did
Fuck
not
that.
understand that, bro. Like, I swear. But that's even the funny thing, too, that I realized is that sometimes being the overly lyrical rapper can close doors for you as well as it can open it for you because it's like, I've been in other situations, too, where it's just been like my whole thing was like, oh yeah, I took pride in like scaring people to get on the record with me. And it's like, that was all dope at one point, but then it's like, okay, now I just got a whole bunch of songs by myself type shit with no structure to it or nothing. I'm just rapping my ass off. And when I would be showing people my music and shit, I'll be wondering why they'll just be listening to it for a few minutes and then be like, yeah, bro, that shit was dope. Hand me back my headphones and shit.
Still
And
rapping.
I'm like,
no hook, nothing.
I'm like,
bars.
bruh, and
Okay.
me, I'm just still like, hey, bruh, this shit ain't done yet.
Ain't gonna-
Hold
I fuck with
on.
that shit,
you
though.
hear
I
this
don't need
part,
no
nigga?
hook. If a nigga
That's like-
barred it out the whole song, I can fuck with
That's
that.
why we
Nah.
was telling you, like, you should listen to this nigga shit.
Yeah,
This nigga got
bruh.
straight bars.
Yeah,
I just downloaded hella
And
music
I ain't gonna lie,
too.
bro had asked us, he was like, is he more of a Rex Life Raj or a Benny the Butcher? I was like, that's kind of hard. Because
I
I
said
ain't gonna
Benny.
lie.
I said Benny.
He could be Rex Life, but he could also be Benny the Butcher, though.
That's
Feel me?
actually a pretty good balance. I've never thought about those two
They
in the
both be
same
barring up, but they
conversation.
both different vibes. Though.
Yeah,
One nigga,
yeah.
like one nigga sound like he's selling drugs to you while rapping. One nigga sound like y'all on the beach or
You know what
something.
it is?
Yeah,
You know what
bruh.
it be? Production matters a lot.
Oh,
A lot of
hell
artists
yeah.
Don't know how much production matter when you conveying an image.
Hey,
Because
and-
there you got music you could drive down a highway to on some chill shit.
Yeah.
You got music you doing 1,000 on the highway to.
Yeah.
You got music you smoke to. You got music you get drunk to, vibe. You
Yeah.
got music with the female, like. All that be production though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even care what a nigga saying on the song.
Yeah.
Bruh.
It's just
is
a beat.
fire.
Yeah.
Like,
No lie, it
as
took
long as
me.
they vibing enough. Like,
It took me to finally get to that point. Like, I would probably say the first rapper that I allowed myself to listen to without thinking about, oh, where's the bars? Is this nigga rapping or not and shit, yo. Probably the first person I allowed myself to do that with was like Travis Scott. Like when I heard Astro World, bro, it was like top to bottom. I'm like, yo, this album is fucking amazing. What is he talking about? I don't know. Do I care? No, I do not, bro. Like, bro,
production.
Dude, I probably say, yo, like the first song you should look into on that album is R.I.P. Screw.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, that right there, that is definitely the perfect late night vibe, bruh. Roll up one, chilling with your bitch type thing, bruh. Yeah, that shit, bruh, vibey as a motherfucker and shit, bruh. Like, and it's funny because over time, when I started to like be more open minded with how I listen to music and shit, I even started noticing that the same sort of critiques that people would have towards me back then, as far as just like rapping hella much and shit, I start having critiques like towards other people about the same shit, yo. Like, and it's kind of funny that I'm gonna mention this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like y'all said that y'all like tapped in with Mac and all the shit like that, but the person that made me realize that rapping wasn't enough, bro, was Reason. You know what I'm saying? I listened to
Reason, TDE Reason.
Yeah, okay. Like, don't get me wrong, Reason dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He be barring up in some more shit. But back when he was with TDE, it was like, all right, you dropping hella songs, you giving me projects, you doing what you supposed to do. But I couldn't pinpoint why it wasn't exactly clicking. I'm just like, bruh, like he's doing everything he's supposed to do. Yeah. He barring up in the whole shit, but what is it about Reason that I'm not connecting with? And it wasn't until like the album that he dropped after he left TDE where it's like, okay, you got a little bit more to talk about. Yeah. And it was like, oh, you didn't give me a story. I didn't know who the fuck Reason was outside of you just rapping. You know what I'm saying? So
I can see that too, because like you said, like you're not really necessarily getting nothing from, I ain't gonna say nothing because he got some shit in there, but in terms of like what you're saying, like an overall message, like you trying to pinpoint it for a long time, and then like you said, there's it's Porches. That's the most. I think it's Porches, right? Is that?
Well, actually,
he dropped one after Porches.
Yeah. He dropped one after Porches. It's called "I Love You Again." You know what I'm saying?
He's talking about music and rap.
Yeah, bro. Like, and more so coming from the standpoint of like being a down to earth artist and shit, and kind of like, you know, wanting to remodel how things look for the up and coming artist type shit. And that makes so much more sense because you just came from the situation with TDE. Everybody expected it to work out for you. It didn't. Now you doing this shit independently. I would say Reason is about literally the first and only artist to really break away from TDE at the level that he's at. Like, you saw what Kendrick did once he got to his level. That was like he beat GTA, and now he's doing this thing
free
now.
roaming the city now.
He free roaming the city now, yo. But then with Reason, that's like the first person that you saw come up under that umbrella and was supposed to be something under that umbrella, but left it and decided to do his own thing. So it's like, with that shit, bro, it gave it a little bit more of a thing for him to talk about and shit, and that's what kind of made him more interesting. And that's what just be making me realize there's so much more that goes into being an artist rather than just a skill set.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
I'm because I got to leave in a little bit, man, but I want to talk about at least two of these topics I got written down, bro. First off, y'all been seeing, I don't know if y'all been in tune with what Trump got it going on. I don't mean to switch to flip the script like that, but for me, we're going to get these off, though. But if y'all been in tune with what Trump going on, he got the alligator Alcatraz opening up. Y'all heard about that?
I've been seeing that. They've been grabbing.
Out here, right?
No, it's in Florida.
They've been grabbing like the biggest alligators in Florida or some shit.
Nah, so basically, shout out my nigga Ace Boy Punk. I be watching all that nigga shit. He broke it down, or you know what I mean, exactly what's going on. So I'm gonna bring it up on here so the viewers can
you got to show us how to do that too. How to do the reaction screen. Since H right there, see how he do it.
You niggas, you know what I mean. So, alligator Alcatraz, man. For y'all that don't, and y'all don't tune in or y'all don't know what's going on, man. He's opening up this prison basically to get illegal immigrants out the country. So with this, the first piece I'm gonna share with this is that the prison is designed for like you go into prison if you're illegal, but then you can also got the choice to go back to your home country. So it's a runway on the property to where you can go straight to your shit. If you want to leave, you can leave. But if you want to be out here and detained and you illegal and shit, it's over. You in there. So it's located in the let me see if it's video.
So you there for the rest of your life type shit?
Yeah, it's over.
What?
So, or whatever,
Go back
whatever.
to your country or do life.
Pretty much. So
Around alligators, nigga?
So now it's located in the Florida Everglades, which has which basically has what I learned over 500,000 different things going on out there, from snakes to motherfucking crocodiles, alligators, crazy ass bugs we ain't never seen, mosquitoes that'll kill you, anything that you could think of that's in the water that's going crazy. So
Nigga, this is worse than Prison Break.
So this is how it looks. That they only provide tents in bunk beds.
Oh, they don't die in there, bro.
So it's tents and bunk beds like how you see up there. That's how it look in there for the immigrants. So that's crazy. And then so according to Trump, the benefits is gonna be AC all day. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in there housed like that. You ain't in prison technically. Like it ain't jail, but you illegal. You in there. It's concentration. It's a camp. So basically.
So my nigga Hitler.
So yeah.
You feel me?
So basically,
that nigga really making a damn. It's bright as shit in here.
Yeah.
Put your shades back on.
Put your shades back on, nigga. That's a
I
picture of
wanna see.
alligators in the pond.
I couldn't see the reaction screen.
So it's built already?
Yeah, they just started building it in the last few days.
This is really happening.
Yeah, this is cracking.
The crazy
so
part.
what did you say? So they getting people that's illegal from out here and they're taking them there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically if ICE was to catch up to you, bro,
Yeah, it's a wrap.
they throwing
That's
you
where
over
going.
there.
If ICE catch you, that's where you going.
And they saying that if
I wish
you
I could bring
wanted-
up the other stuff that they were saying because it was a news clip, but it's a long video. I don't want people having to tune in for a longer video. But what I know from it is that illegal immigrants is going there. And if you try to escape, basically it's a setup where if you want to escape, try it. Like nigga, like they were saying basically like you have a better chance statistically. I don't know if it's true, and I think it's kind of based off you and what you know. It's easier to escape Alcatraz in San Francisco than it is to escape that.
I mean, I would imagine so if you putting motherfuckers around hella alligators.
No, that's already there though.
Different bugs and all this other shit.
You seen that video where they taking the alligator and putting
Yeah.
It's already
That might not be necessarily from that though. You know how they be mashing videos together, so I ain't gonna say that's from that because in that area like I said, it's highly populated.
So that's why it's just like, bro, like basically they like, bro, we placed this in the grimiest location, bro. You could try to escape, and the location itself would kill you before we get to you.
They say like the alligators up there could get to 20 to 30 feet. They got pythons up there that they got it's called the rainbow
anacondas and shit over there.
Yeah, it's called like a rainbow. They said this is an animal they ain't seen in years. In a minute, that it might be out there, but it's dangerous. So dangerous. It's called the rainbow, Florida rainbow python. If I'm wrong, let me know.
It looked like when the light shine on them and shit.
I guess so. I don't know. I ain't never seen it.
I think that's the one that kind of looked like a rainbow.
Okay.
Like it got like a little reflection.
They said that might be out there because it's been labeled as extinct, or you know what I mean, they ain't seen it in so long, but it could be out there. But it's so dangerous out there for people to just you ain't gonna go. So that and then basically go ahead.
So this place is in Florida, right?
Yeah.
So if these things are happening in this place, they're not spreading out to go to other like cities and shit. So like, how do they keep that?
It's like a wetlands. It's a wetland. So
yeah, like basically they got this shit in the middle of a swamp, bro.
So,
okay.
But the thing with this is, with it being a wetlands, it could be 100 degrees, then it could start raining, it could start a thunderstorm, it could be a tornado, it could be hella shit going on.
It could be a hurricane. You know they get
So
hurricanes.
They get hurricanes.
So
hella
they
shit.
like, bro, try to escape if you want to, nigga.
And then you in these conditions where it's like you gonna want to go back home, but it's like I say all this to say like, man, you got to think like these people is being put in these conditions, bro, and it's like some of these people ain't did nothing wrong, and it's like they ain't. Yeah. So
take the timestamp.
Imagine being one of them niggas, bro, that like just didn't get your papers in order when you was born out here, bro.
So,
and then all of a sudden they find out that you're here, quote unquote, illegally. Take you to this fucked up ass prison and say either you gonna be here or you gonna go back to your home country,
wherever
they think is your home country.
Yeah, it could be anything,
but you've never even been there before. You don't have no.
I'm
family
glad you said
members out
that.
there.
Did y'all see it was an African dude. That shit just happened to him. I guess ICE had caught up with him, and they basically was saying he had to go back to Africa or something because his parents or some shit was from out there, but he was born out here.
They doing that now too. So
he's like, I've never even been out there. So
even if your family from out there is starting to do that too, like if you like a first generation type person, they'll send your ass back still.
What?
That's crazy.
So like,
Wait,
like
even
it
with
say-
the paperwork and all the shit?
Because people that was born out here, but your family, your parents may not be from out here, so you got a possibility of getting detained and getting sent back too.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
what you're talking about.
I got like an ex-girlfriend that probably ain't gonna see the light
So-
of day out here, bro.
Eventually, but, and then so when I say all this to say like I'm trying to, you know what I mean, for the viewers,
It's
man, I
not
want
funny,
people to
but
realize
still, that's
that
crazy.
these people is getting put in worse conditions than murderers, you know, R
Yeah,
words.
come on.
Just because of where they born,
Just
bro.
because of where they born. And they, like I said, I can understand if it was people that was out here legally that was causing, you know, recklessness.
Yeah.
That's different. That's, you know, Guantanamo Bay type shit. Then send them type niggas over there. But for you just to be over here because you want a better chance at life, and then all of a sudden you get detained and put in the Florida Everglades inside of a tent, inside of a, you know what I mean, you got AC 24/7 AC, so don't forget that. But
It's niggas that's working regular 9 to 5s coming home to their families
they said
every
there's
night.
ants out there that can kill you. So it's like, imagine you in them conditions, nigga. It ain't like a mosquito can't get through a vent. It ain't like
My thing
Exactly.
It
is,
ain't-
how the fuck did you said it's 5,000?
over 500,000 different
How
kinds
the
of
fuck
creatures
did
and animals
all
out there.
these things just so happily meet up in the fucking Florida Everglades?
but
How the
that's
fuck
like
did
a-
they
it's
get
a-
there?
Because
that's
of
just-
just the climate of it and
and
shit,
just
bro.
everything
It's the
can live
only
over there.
area.
That shit just
It's the-
attracted.
It's
Yeah.
the
It's
only
just
area
wetland
that
and
can
shit.
be
That's
as
easy to
hot as it is, but then also as wet as it is too.
Yeah.
Like it's a real life swamp in that
And you
area,
know,
bro.
alligators
exactly.
and crocs don't live in the water. So
in still water,
Yeah.
exactly. In still
Yeah,
water
exactly.
attract
Like, you
mosquitoes
know,
and bugs.
it's good
anyway.
enough for them
They
to
having
be
babies,
on
you know.
and off of dry land
Yep.
and shit, bro. So
They
yeah,
mate, you know, and then
That's fucking
over
crazy.
time it's hella. That's like it's hella animal like the iguanas. Remember they
Yeah.
had an iguana
Yeah.
infestation basically.
Yeah, I ain't
in
gonna
Florida.
lie.
Like
In
they
a-
gave green light to kill the iguanas because it was so many of them.
yeah. In
I
an
want to show
area
the whole
like
video
that,
when bro's
you'll
getting the information.
definitely-
Like he was saying, bro, it was so much different. Like I want to, bro. If I could pull this up, this bro right here talking. But he was saying like the different kinds of animals out there, like the different like shit. Like it's like I said, it's ants out there that'll kill you. It's mosquitoes that'll kill you. One bite. It's so much shit going on out there that's crazy. Like, and for the people that voted for him, man, this is what y'all wanted. So
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. So
Shout
you know
out
what I
to
mean?
y'all,
Those that,
bro.
those that
Sir.
you know what I mean. That was Trump this and Trump that. You know what I mean. You still may be
Yeah.
like that. And that's cool. I ain't knocking who did.
I seen a motherfucker.
But-
I seen a black man
said-
in a "Make America Great Again" tracksuit. I wonder how he feeling about himself right now.
They said
tracksuit, though.
It's them
Bruh,
now.
a tracksuit.
It's
Fuck.
them now. Then
With the
us.
snapback to
Right.
go with it.
So and that's what they were
was
saying. Like that's what I
Make
mean.
it
Like
out.
they trying to get everybody to go back to their original place wherever they came from. They trying to move towards that. Like,
But that
those
don't make
know,
sense for
Project
people that's
25, man.
man.
Project 2025, man. Check it out on film and YouTube. I ain't gonna get too much
Speaking
into
of
that.
Donald,
But,
though,
You know about that,
oh,
brother?
yeah, I'm feel me. Shout out my nigga Maul, man. I'm gonna give you your flowers for sure. He been telling me about that since before this year even started. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
shout out
I'm,
Maul, man. He definitely put me on a lot of shit with that.
I'm gonna definitely do more research on that shit, bro. Like, cause
everything
yo,
he's
that is
saying,
insane.
everything they were saying with that project, and I forgot who made it up and all that, but everything is falling into order. And then it just so happened before he was elected, he was saying, "Oh, I don't know about that. I don't agree with that." But in his clips, you know what I mean, and pictures of you and video of you with the people that made this shit up. So it's just like you can't say that you don't know what's going on. And as soon as you get in office, you start firing niggas and shit like that. You start doing X, Y, and Z that's related to that project, to that what's going on.
Now-
you know why though? It's crazy because I be seeing shit like that happen on TV shows and shit. Of course, it's real life that it go on in, but I be seeing that shit on like shows. I be watching like it was a show I was watching, and basically this lady was like a crime boss, and she had a club, and this lady, she was married to the mayor, or a nigga that was running for mayor. He was about to win. He ended up dying. He ended up getting killed. Nigga, she made the wife run for mayor, and basically she got so much dirt on her. She like, nigga, when you become mayor, I need you to fire such and such, such and such, and such and such. They was part of the police force. She was like, because they own me.
Yeah.
And they can't, you feel me? So when you get into mayor, you got to fire them. So she
Yeah.
able to be free. And that's shit like that. That shit real shit. Like you like how you
Nah,
said,
that's
Donald
real.
Trump got in the office and fired certain niggas because they against
Yeah, they
certain
believe in
shit.
certain
They
shit.
ain't gonna
Yeah,
let
bruh.
wrong shit go on
Exactly.
without.
He started firing all them.
You feel
Exactly.
me?
You know
They
what's going
fire
on.
the good. They fire the people that's like, nah, we can't do this. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I got some
extreme.
morals.
Yeah, like you got morals. All you feel me? That's extreme. Like even if it ain't gonna affect them, they still like it's wrong, and they like that shit ain't Donald Trump and niggas like they're like that shit ain't finna affect me. Oh well, like
Yeah,
let's do it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
until
they
it get
hire
closer
people
and
like
closer,
them.
man. It's getting closer and closer to the people that ain't affecting us. First, it was let's build a wall and all that shit, I believe, and then he got that accomplished, and then now he doing this. So it's getting closer and closer to home, man. So y'all that got things going on that don't know what's going on, man, definitely do y'all research. Definitely get informed on what's going on with our country, man. Because at the end of the day, it's stuff happening in front of our eyes that we being, you know what I mean, kind of shunned away from and not being, because they'll put some fake shit in front of you to get your attraction on that, like, and then when there's really stuff going on. So, man, definitely do y'all research, man, see what's going on in the world, man, because there's more to what's on Instagram for sure.
Yeah, now one thing I will even say about that too, bro, like, I found it weird that, like, because I remember, like, probably, like, a couple months back or, like, just literally before the election and shit, before Trump was back in office, I was working with a shorty that was a big Trump supporter, black woman. It was confusing. But yeah, she was a big Trump supporter and shit, and she would be talking about the need for everything that Trump wanted to do as far as to keep immigrants out of America and shit. And she was talking about how in Chicago there was like immigrants, like, you know, just damn near running rampant throughout Chicago and shit, bruh, just terrorizing the public housing homes and shit, bruh, in Chicago. And with that being said, I know that there's a certain way that that this country of ours like to play certain things. Like certain times they like to hire people to be the antagonist. So then whatever law they were trying to push gets passed, because then it's like, oh, if we don't pass this law, look at these immigrants just running wild and shit. So it's like almost that same method that they would use if you're protesting about some shit, and then out of nowhere your peaceful protest turn into some many shit. Why?
Violent.
Because somebody out there done been sent to make this shit violent. They plant that shit. They make these niggas turn violent just so then they can go back on the news and be like, oh, well, this protest ain't peaceful. They've been looting this area. They burnt this down and all of that. And that won't have anything to do with the people that originally set the shit up. So when I look at this whole situation now, as far as what we talking about with ICE and leading up to the new prison that he's building and shit, I think back to that moment, and it's just like, looks like y'all was up to y'all old tricks again, you know, like, and that's just me going off of observation and shit, bro. Like, I feel like if you pay attention close enough to what America be doing, they'll use the same tricks on you over and over again.
Sure. Ain't nothing they doing new for sure, man. It's just a new person doing it, man.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Different influence.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy, man. So I had another piece on that to make sure I ain't got it in my notes. So if I don't, we can keep it moving.
If you in here, man, brains in the chat, brains and pencils in the chat, man. We got my boy
drop some pencils
JAMEL in
for
here
bro,
with
man.
us, man, chopping it up, dropping some gems, dropping some game, all of that, man. Brains in the chat.
I was gonna say, so on that topic too, man. If y'all's trying to escape, man, what'd be y'all way to try to escape?
Try to escape
From that prison?
Yeah.
Like that specific prison?
I'm gonna keep it a bean, yo.
Because you got,
I'm not even trying. I ain't
Everything
gonna
is
lie.
either swamp or whatever. So it's like,
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
would you try to escape or would you be like, fuck it, I'm out, send me back?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Let me just make my life work in this other country, even if I've never been there before. Just send me over there,
You
bro.
could be going somewhere where they bombing shit though, nigga. Every day you come home, nigga, it's a nigga what?
Hey, I'll make it work somehow, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because either or, the conditions ain't righteous, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
just like you
the
setting
conditions is
yourself
fucking
up.
crazy. Like, so it's just like, bro, either you gonna stay in this swamp and basically be imprisoned, or you gonna live as a free man in a country you've never been in before, bro.
Yep.
And I feel like I can take my chances as a free man. You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't have another choice but to stay locked up in that prison and shit, bro, like, I mean, I'm going for unrealistic shit. I'm over here trying to like tap into Michael Schofield and shit, bro, and be like, hey, yo, like draw up the blueprint on how to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that nigga like Trump was doing like it's a little because Trump goofy, bro. I feel like he be doing stuff to troll. To like it was a little clip that I seen. He was basically showing people how to get away, how to run from alligators and shit, and like doing shit like
he
that. Like
ain't shit,
bro. He out of pocket. So like I was saying, that's That's what y'all wanted in there.
That nigga said, okay, we gonna send you here, but once we send you here, we gonna give you a couple tricks and trades on how to duck and dodge these alligators and shit, man.
One thing I will say that he's done that I agree with is that he's taken all of the forceful. I don't know how to really describe him and just say the teachings of the Paul stuff, like
The LGBT.
Yeah, he not.
Shit.
I ain't, you know what I mean. If you one of them, I ain't got no problem with y'all.
They taking it out the
But they taking it out the curriculum in school, like they're not necessarily learning about that. And it's gonna be
okay.
You're gonna be damn near imprisoned if you still trying to push that narrative. And
I
shit.
keep it a bean that
Might not be in prison.
makes sense to a degree. And I'm only speaking up on this shit in a sense of just like, yo, like I have friends that's a part of that community, and they'll say the same thing. Like even my cousin, bruh, and said the same thing. And she like, yo, why are they forcing this?
Yeah,
you know, like learning about it, fine.
Yeah,
but why are they forcing this? And for me, I always felt like it was weird to teach children about the subject of sex in general before high school, like, because it's like, okay, of course they have questions in junior high. Of course, we was all some nasty motherfuckers when we was young. You know what I'm saying? We probably had questions when we was younger.
Everybody look at me.
But I'm looking around the room.
No,
You're the one that's pointing yourself out, nigga.
I looked at this nigga. You said we was all some nasty motherfuckers. I look up, both of these niggas was like,
hey, they might know some shit about you. I don't know, man. Like
Zoid.
Bruh, but I find it weird that you would just even want to have that type of conversation with children in general, bruh. It's like once we get in high school, bruh, talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, talk about all sides of the spectrum when it comes to the subject of sex. And I feel like that's what makes the most sense, because by that time you actually have kids that's experimenting with their sexuality, whether it's heterosexual, whether it's same sex, you know, it's like to a point where you can speak knowledgeably of it at that time because you're actively going through it. What the fuck are y'all doing trying to go to elementary kids and be like, this is what it means to
even
like somebody
schoolers.
of the same sex? Like, yeah, because I'm gonna keep it a beam. In junior high, like I would definitely say, especially for the women that was in my junior high school, bruh, everybody was just like confused, was just kind of like, okay, maybe they're gay, maybe they're not, yo. And it was to a point where you had stud girls at the time ready to fight straight girls
in
because
sixth
it was
grade.
like, because it was like, oh, because they like, oh, you fake, like you'll get the studs coming at the straight girls and be like, oh, you fake gay and all this other shit like that. Like, bruh,
I do remember that.
it would, bruh, yo, they do not. I
hate that,
bruh. I had a stud partner in junior high that was ready to go to war about that shit, bruh. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
wrong with him, bro?
Like that's like
He said it's like giving them blue balls.
That's funny.
Blue balls, cause they be
that's
hot.
actually
like,
funny.
They be thinking they about to get some action back, and then the bitch be like, I don't really, and then they don't want to lick it. And shit.
What you mean?
You feel me? Now they mad.
What you mean?
You feel me?
Talking about
I
we
mean,
aggressive.
But it's like, how you tough with your legs open trying to get, you feel me? Like, how you mad? Like, that shit crazy.
You ain't fucking with this?
She talking about, I went first. What you ain't?
That's
you was
hella
go.
funny.
Bitch, like, I don't
You ain't
even-
fucking with this? Huh?
Shit. Roast beef flip, son.
Nah, roast beef, yo, you what?
That's mania. Why do you
Bitch got a whole afro puff down there.
Bruh, yeah, I'm saying. But nah, that used to be real beef, and like you putting kids through that kind of thing by trying to like teach them about all of that shit entirely way too early. Like I feel like if anything, bruh, kids should like learn all of this from home, and then
Absolutely.
after they learn this from home, then y'all can add on to it once we get sex ed in high school and shit, bruh. But
should be more so like a consent form. Like
yeah, like
sit in
yo,
this home and
I'm gonna keep it a bean, yo. You said it right there. Where the fuck are the consent forms, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it to a point where a parent is sending their kid to school and not even knowing what the fuck they're learning? You know what I'm saying? Like,
This gonna whoop y'all though right here.
That's real shit.
Robots are learning to lie, scheme, and threaten its creators during stress testing scenarios per Fortune.
I'm not
AI
surprised.
model Claude 4 lashed back, blackmailing an engineer and threatened
Send
to
it to the chat, brother. Let niggas
I
read
did.
it, man.
Oh, my bad.
That was a hell of a topic switch. I just want to let you know that.
I gotta get on. I gotta get on one more.
That was a
topic.
hell of a topic
Hey,
switch.
we came from humans to robots. Yes. Like, god damn.
He said, "Fuck that. This gonna fuck y'all up right
That
here."
nigga said,
I don't want to talk about this no more. I
that
got something
nigga
else.
said, yo, let's switch the scheme.
That point ain't working. Fuck that. We gonna run this.
That nigga said, hey, new subject. I robot. Boom. Boom.
Crazy. I've seen that shit. I'm like, so they teaching the robots to be humans.
Yeah,
And
basically.
they blackmailing
That's
it.
the plan.
Like, that's wild.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I feel like America.
How many of them you got?
I feel like America got this
You got a
certain.
peanut butter one?
That's the last one.
You know how it'll be like nasty motherfuckers that got like this kink for being dominated or some shit.
Yeah.
I feel like America has
That's-
that kink, bro, with
that's
robots.
weird.
Like they have this kink where it's like, yo, like if we can create this, like. If we could create this robot that would eventually end up destroying us all, bro, that would be the shit. Because when you think about it, niggas have been alluding to that in movies for so long.
Yep.
They've been alluding to that in TV
Time
shows for so long. So it's not like these people that's creating robots don't have prior knowledge to what we've all been shown as kids.
Niggas have seen the
Like I
movies
said,
all the time.
America just have this kink, this dominating kink of being like, yo, I want to be dominated by robots, bro. Like I want a robot to come through and destroy my whole life and everything that I know. And when I tried to go against it with all my smarts and my wits, I want them to outsmart me.
I want the robot to fuck me up.
Bruh, or everything though, bruh. It's just like, yo, like
Y'all need to chill out, man.
that's funny.
Y'all need to chill out.
That's
You
funny.
need to chill.
Because
Use a Zoid for thinking like
You
that.
need
I
to
ain't gonna
chill.
lie.
you know, I was gonna move past it. You know
This
what I'm
nigga
saying?
jumped.
Yeah.
This nigga jumped when I said it too. Like, what are you jumping for?
I think it was the aggression behind it when you like he started it up.
And I know him. So it's like,
You don't know me like,
Like, I want you
that.
to come. I want you to come fuck me.
you know, that boy get.
Hey, bro.
You know, sometimes Jay just say shit sometimes. So you never know what to expect from him.
Nah, I
So
ain't
when
gonna
I
lie.
heard, oh, you want a robot to come, and I heard the F-bomb, I'm like, no.
nigga said not on the pod.
Not on live.
You feel me?
Not on live, goddamn
man.
it.
Nigga said you're ruining our brand.
They caught me off guard, so that's why I jumped.
Bruh, that is hella
He
funny.
cleaned it up, so he good.
Yeah.
What other topic you had that day before you got up, before you spent off?
I got one. 4 extra.
Damn, that nigga took your.
4 extra. Didn't that nigga just blow his fingers off type
That
shit?
one of your
bruh?
topics?
That was
Did it?
it. You know, what I mean, I'm bringing it in. You know,
That nigga can't even throw up the phone no
Let's
more,
bring.
bruh.
I sent it to the chat.
My nigga,
The recent one.
my
Was,
nigga throwing up foes like this. I'm from West Side 40s.
Shout
and I'm
out, Don't
tripping.
Panic, man. I had
That nigga out
sent.
there
I had
like
sent the
this.
shit from Don't Panic.
All
We can't play?
nub.
Can't show that nigga hand like that.
We can't.
Hell
Fuck
nah.
no, we'll get our shit. Yeah, shut this motherfucker off right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that is
Right
graphic
on,
as
you
shit,
on
though.
YouTube?
They got it on YouTube right
Hell
now.
No,
nah.
they don't. They got that shit
They
on
probably got him
Instagram.
sitting there with his hand blurred out.
Yeah, this what it look
Yeah,
like.
you can't show that.
I for sure didn't see his.
Yeah, you can't.
You know, you don't. No, hell no.
Oh.
That's why I couldn't show the one that you sent because
Oh.
that's why I checked and said, "Oh no, we can't."
Oh.
Because you sent the nigga hand blew off.
Let me see. What's
My
what's
bad.
that?
See,
My bad.
you know what it was, bro?
I know exactly what it was.
This nigga 4 extra just got too cocky. You know what I'm saying? This nigga been out here throwing fades with everybody and shit, and he just thought he was invincible. Now, how you gonna fight a nigga with nubs, bro?
You thought it was that? You think it's that?
Okay, what is it?
I think it's voodoo.
Voodoo?
They said.
I
they
think
said
Unc,
that it's,
I think Unc put that shit on him.
they said it's actually
Hey,
a
word.
bad batch of.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta.
So
Cause
I'm
you
gonna tell
gotta.
you. I know exactly what it is.
What,
Go ahead
Unc
y'all
be with
theory.
that shit?
Cause I
Go
was
ahead with y'all
looking.
theories.
I was looking at the theories.
I know exactly what
I
it
was
is,
putting my
though.
shit
Waiting
together,
on that day.
and I had seen when he was yelling at Unc when he was like this, doing all that. Like I slept. That's the same hand that got blown off.
It is.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
What's
I,
your
seen,
theory?
No.
I seen something where they were saying that it's been a bad batch of M1000s going around, or M2000s, whatever them was, and they got a short fuse and they been blowing up. It was an explosion, and but
But why would he spark
seen
that
the-
shit in his hand, though?
I seen something yesterday where I don't know if they had M1000, but they was in. I think it was in the town. Nigga, they lit that motherfucker, bro. As soon as he lit it, bro didn't have no time to light it. And
Yeah.
turn. As soon as he lit it and went like, nigga, that shit blew up.
Oh
So
shit.
I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, that's
maybe it's a bad batch.
Okay, that's what niggas be meaning by bad batches. Like, don't give you no time.
Yeah, the fuse is short fuse.
Fuck wrong with a nigga off the back? I'm blowing a nigga up. Stop playing CDs, nigga. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you, nigga. Vernon Avenue, nigga, off the back. I'm blowing your ass up.
See, he had nefarious intent too.
Off the back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell y'all.
Blew his
so
fucking.
I was watching back on Fig today. Shot my nigga T-Rail, man, for real. So basically, Rich Trapper was out there with him when this happened. He actually the one that took him to the hospital too. So really, what happened was the nigga was literally just holding the motherfuckers too long. It didn't blow up quick. He was in that motherfucker. He lit him off the back, nigga. I'm going crazy. Boom. So no, it wasn't no voodoo involved. It was the nigga thinking he finna
Like
do
I said,
extra with
he
the shit.
got
Probably was
cocky.
recording while the motherfuckers was flaming up, and he didn't throw him in time.
He got cocky.
Like I said, like yeah, it wasn't. It could have been definitely one of those, but that's what it was said on back on Fig, and until we proven otherwise, that's what happened.
How do you feel that you are just so invincible that you are holding a fucking firecracker?
Nigga, that's a TNT. That's dynamite.
Brody,
that's
you're,
not even no regular.
You're
firework.
holding fucking dynamite, lit dynamite at that. And you just think that you so high and mighty that this motherfucker is not gonna blow your whole. He lucky his hand is the only thing that got blown
In
off.
the words of Pops Witherspoon, bruh, he got cocky. You know what I'm saying? This nigga.
I was watching. I don't want to watch that nigga because he was on that motherfucker chewing that watermelon crazy.
So,
So
Oh, bruh, that was telling you.
600.
I'm like,
600.
Brody, I had to turn the clip
I
off.
watched the whole thing
That's
because
hella
I
funny.
wanted to hear the information, but
I couldn't.
Basically, he was saying like, you seen that video just now? He was off the back. I'm finna malicious intent. Nigga out there talking about I'm finna blow a nigga house. I'm finna blow a nigga up. All this other da. Same hand he holding that motherfucker in the video is the same one that's gone now. So
That's funny as hell.
for me, I ain't laughing at nobody though, because I really don't think it's really funny though. Because at the end of the day, that's you know what I mean, that's crazy. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean, the power of the tongue is crazy.
sure.
So
Yeah.
definitely watch out what you say. You know what I mean, praying for him because at the end of the day, that's his money right there. He known for fighting. He known for, you know what I mean, talking shit, doing whatever. So I mean, I feel like his character, you know what I mean, this either gonna make or break him. Because you got to be.
Surgery went good.
That's what I was finna lead
And
to.
he said he's
gonna
still
lie.
gonna be knocking niggas out.
So
With
his
nubs,
BM posted on her story that a text message, basically everything else is locked up, but he said still gonna be knocking niggas out. So leading to that, his hand might be okay, which, you know what I mean. In reality, I feel like it's a lot they gotta do because there's nerves, there's other shit involved.
Yeah.
But
He got that. It's over.
yeah, so
That's
we'll
fucking
see.
man.
You know what I mean, in due time, because he ain't posted nothing from his own page, but we'll see. But like I said, sending prayers to him because that shit ain't cool.
Up.
And
Yeah.
Last night in Antioch.
Yes,
nigga
somebody in
blew
critical
up.
condition. Yeah.
Oh shit.
One critical patient, 4 additional patients with minor injuries.
Man,
Nigga, it was
sending prayers to them too, man. That's right in the backyard.
Oh damn.
It was
And
hella
real quick,
fires yesterday in Antioch too.
fire.
Yeah, fireworks.
Yeah, hella fires.
Real quick too, somebody got their face blew off with 4X. Got his hand blew off. Somebody got their face blew off. So yeah, they fucked off. I don't think they passed away, but you know what I mean.
Face gone.
It's fucked
I
up.
don't
I
like y'all. Y'all like fireworks? I don't like
no.
fireworks.
I'ma keep it a
fuck with
bean.
I fuck with them, but in terms of like lighting them and
light
stuff,
'em.
I've never
it's
lit
a way
one.
that, you know, it's certain ones
Yeah,
that
you
I'm
gotta do
fucking
it
with at
certain
certain
way.
levels,
Yeah.
and like this shit that he had in his hand, I'm not lighting that.
Yeah.
I
Like,
keep it a
wouldn't even
bean.
try to-
Like
'cause I don't
y'all
like
just
shit that you got to throw because you don't know where it's gonna go at that
Yeah.
point. Like I'm a light something that's stationary inside something. Like
I done seen
Yeah.
all type of shit. I done seen niggas like the one that's standing. As soon as you light it,
Motherfucker
nigga,
fall over.
Wind blow.
Mhm.
I heard a wind blow one time. Motherfucker fell down. I done had to dodge a firework before. I remember the one that go phew. Nigga, as soon as it went up, the wind blew and it went into somebody's yard. Nigga, had
Hey,
fire out.
bruh, the same
Bruh, so I
shit.
be, nigga,
Yo.
like when you see me last night on my story, if y'all like,
Your
I'm
hand
behind
shaking
a
a little
car. No, my hand is shaking.
Yes.
I'm behind the car. You feel me? I'm
Like
just
somebody
tall,
shooting
so
and
I
shit,
can.
huh?
You feel me?
But
So
no
if it
lie.
So if it come this way, I could duck, and you feel me? It hit the car or something. So
No lie, bruh. The same sort of shit happened, bruh. Like probably last year. Like, cause on the block that I live on, you know what I'm saying, up in Antioch and shit, bruh. Like, hella people over there be shooting firecrackers off and shit like that, right? There was this one house in particular that was shooting shit off. As soon as they let their shit off, bro, it went into the next door neighbor's backyard and shit, bro, and the house literally almost burnt the fuck down, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy.
What else is in here?
Nigga got a handy dandy
This is my lunchbox. I
snack
came straight
pack
from
in
work.
that motherfucker.
So y'all that's in the chat, man, we do
I've
this
seen
show.
one of them before.
We do this show.
Them fire. Them the most moist.
Them the blueberry muffins?
No, this is
That's
Chips
the
Ahoy.
muffin.
So
They got Oreo
They
ones
got
too.
Chips
huh?
Ahoy
Oh,
muffins.
you got it.
I had both.
Chips
so
Ahoy
basically
muffins.
What I want to tell the chat is we do this show for an hour and a half. You can have some if you want some.
You see, she turned. I ain't see her face the whole show. As soon as you
Hey.
said a chocolate chip muffin,
Hey, bruh, she just as intrigued as I am. I'm like, nigga, what? That's
So-
innovation.
I say that to say we do this show for 2 hours, sometimes 3, sometimes maybe longer. Nigga be sitting there, my head be hurting. You know what I mean? I be hydrated, but I be hungry.
you bought a snack today.
So
huh?
I came straight from work. So it's like this is what I would have in a work bag anyway. In the car I had a banana. I got grapes in here too.
Oh yeah,
I got grapes.
But
green grapes.
I think the green ones are gone. I had both.
Oh okay.
But anyways, I said it to say I'm not sitting here with no headache no more, and I'm trying to prolong my podcast. And so with that being said, I want to be comfortable with this shit. So we got to start. You know what I mean? We got to take notes from like Mac Whopping and start ordering some DoorDash or something.
Brody, I had said we need
Pizza,
to start.
whatever.
You know what I mean?
And we can get an order
whole
to the building
little-
address
you know
and
what I
meet the niggas downstairs.
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing to do that. So halfway through
Instacart,
the show,
all of that shit.
we got to start,
Yeah,
thinking
for sure.
ahead type shit.
We need a
because
bigger mini fridge.
want to be. No, it's not even. That's cool, but I'm talking about just because we don't want to keep no food in here in terms of.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but
that's true.
we're gonna take. I'm gonna take heat from. Obviously, yes,
Like, no.
keep that shit in that refrigerator out there. But nah,
Shit, it's gonna be gone. Fucking
yeah.
with them.
Yeah, but I said that to say I'm taking. I be watching everybody podcast and Fig Moon, and they all got food, whether it be snacks or something like that,
Oh,
or
mamas.
So, or they get DoorDash, wings, obviously, and hella different shit. So I'm taking that into.
I be eating full meals on camera.
Yeah, I'm taking
that.
that advice.
I had some
and-
tacos too. I
but
wasn't finna bring
just
it, though.
having it for the show, though, or like you know what I mean, like how you brung the bag, the Trader Joe's bag. That's clutch, like something like that. But we need to have it so where we can all be able to, you know what I mean, prolong. Cause I'm trying to prolong the show, you know what I mean, and be on this motherfucker podding for real. So if we can do that, you know what I mean, be hydrated and not hungry with no fucking headaches because the light's already crazy. So nigga. Yeah, so just to take a quick sidebar real quick, but I think I
But
gotta get out of here.
we was already on the topic of crazy shit.
ahead,
Pull
real
up what I sent to the chat.
All right, here y'all finna learn how to do it. 'Cause I gotta
Right
go.
there, ain't you?
Niggas want to see. Somebody got unplugged. One of y'all unplugged the mic.
I'm the stream laughs.
Oh, okay, my bad. Hand me that shit
Right there.
Brody, stay in your seat. No, stay in your seat. Yeah, bathroom.
This nigga done put his whole elbow on my phone.
My bad.
I just got it fixed.
Nigga,
My
I'm trying to
bad,
run and jump in the seat.
Hold on, chat. I don't mean to show.
Nigga, I was sitting in the middle.
Nigga trying to run. You was gonna
on,
sit on
so-
the edge.
The bathroom, when you come out, when you come out of here, where we just came, just go all the way down. Hold on, I'll show you.
That edge.
All right, sure.
That and then
Hey, chat.
intermission for the reaction.
Hey, chat. Should I sit in that nigga's seat? Should I? Hey, chat. Should I sit where he was sitting, chat? Hey, they was right. Niggas
Brother,
be
was
tripping
just
about them seats.
getting it right, man. You know?
No, you was just on some weird shit, bro. You
I
wasn't even.
told you.
This nigga wasn't even weird. This nigga wasn't even
That's why I
worried.
did
This
that.
nigga
I
this
told
nigga wasn't
you,
even
man.
worried about getting up or
Hey.
nothing. Soon as I get up,
told
let me
you.
go over there.
I was really already finna get
You
up.
wasn't, bro, but it's
On
all
mamas, I
good. Go
was.
ahead, sit over there. Nigga been farting and hellish shit over here. Didn't want to give the seat to me.
Get a piece.
How I been farting? Let me get a piece.
Get out. Fuck him. He don't get shit. Get your ass up out of here. He don't get no. Fuck him.
Did he do? Who didn't do their push-ups today? You could give Devin some.
What kind of? Who the fuck? This nigga don't speak for me, nigga.
Seat, though. He is sitting in that seat.
Man, that don't mean.
Jay just looked at me like I should slap the shit out of you.
No, I'm good. He had already
about to give you some, bro.
He had already dug his fucking hands in. I don't want anything he
about
touched.
to eat. He about to actually eat from that.
Yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
Nigga want to eat.
Shut up.
Oh, man.
Don't worry about me. Crybaby ass nigga. Sit in your seat. Sit down and shut up, nigga.
Hey, real quick, shout out my little brother Joe. It's his birthday today. We're finna be fired up. 2010 party.
Happy B-Day, man.
And shout out this girl niece. It's her birthday too, so they doing it together.
I don't got no car,
Shout out to them.
Y'all wanna go?
And he get mad when I don't mention. Shout out my son DJ. I love you, boy. And shout out
DJ
Elsie
was
too.
tripping last week.
didn't
We
mention him?
ended it right when the comment popped up. It literally right
What
when
did he say?
he said, "What's up?"
I got home. He was like, why you just say hi?
Yeah, that's right, DJ. Check him.
Yeah, get on him, man.
Get on his ass, man.
But
You
yeah,
know?
man. Y'all see the shit that I sent in New York City.
Before we get back into it, man, shout out Hella Good Water. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, that muffin must be.
You know what I'm
fire.
saying? Now available. You know what I mean? Shout out In the Loop. You know what I'm saying?
Available. Hella good, bro. We talked for 3 hours yesterday about all type of shit.
Now available.
Now available, man. But shit, let's get into this. To what you sent.
Yeah, that shit
Let's see
in
this shit this nigga sent.
in New York City. It said it was a blackout. And hella the face, like, you know, it's hella screens downtown New York. Nigga, they said this face popped up on every screen downtown.
What the
Oh, so it was some hack shit.
Some hack shit.
Like hack. Did they tell her? Did the mouth move? Did they say anything?
I don't think so. I think it was just the eyes just blinking and shit. So I was telling these niggas in New York City, nigga, it was a blackout. I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, nigga, and that face was, you know, it's hella screens downtown New York. Nigga, this face just popped up on every screen downtown New York.
What the fuck, for real?
Bro, Manny. That was some real Manny shit.
Y'all want to know what's crazy right now, bro? So, all right, I'm heavy into the like conspiracy shit. Like, I'm not gullible, but it's very interesting to me. You
You
feel
got to
me?
be an open book with this
So,
shit.
lately, like for the past month, they've been talking about the Anunnaki, right? So it started off in Detroit, and not Detroit, in
know where he's
Michigan,
going
where
with
it was a town out there where everything got intercepted, and the Anunnaki was like they were showing on people's phones and the TV screens talking about we here, woo woo. Then they said it just happened in Georgia. Like, probably remember I just told you about that the other day? They said it just happened in Georgia where they took over. It was a certain city in Georgia where, nigga, it went off for like 10 minutes and it was just saying Anunnaki was showing hella like different images and shit. And then this shit just happened when?
If not on the 3rd, then on the 2nd.
So it's like
this month.
Little weird shit popping up. Like, that's just hella weird, bro. That happened. And then before this, the little Anunnaki little shit. You feel me?
Man, I don't be
That shit's
knowing what to
crazy.
think about a lot of this shit because
You believe in aliens?
I do have a belief in that shit. I feel like that we aren't the only life form. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be pretty naive to be like, oh yeah, we the only life
The only
form.
niggas in this whole-
Like, out of all 9 planets, we were the only ones that struck water and was able to make civilization and shit like that. Like, I know that there's a lot more out there than we know about, but at the same time, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like conspiracy theories be a double-edged sword because sometimes, bro, with conspiracy theories, it's like, yo, we're finding out something that the government don't want us to know.
Exactly.
But then at the same time, we could be going down a rabbit hole with something that they're directly trying to put us in fear of. So then they could fuck around and do something right under our noses that we don't know about. So, for instance, with the whole like idea of aliens, first off, it's kind of a thing where it's like for the longest, bro, we've had this whole like theory of there may be aliens and shit like that, and the government is always trying to make it to a point of like, oh no, there's no such thing. Yeah. Now this year, we have like 2 occasions where they're admitting to aliens and shit, being like, oh, on one end, bruh, we saw like an alien spaceship that arrived or whatever, a UFO or whatever. And like, we've been talking about UFOs for decades, but now out of all times, they confirmed that this was a real UFO and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then now with the whole thing with Anunnakis and shit, that was another thing where people have been speaking on that shit, yo, and the government has always been like, oh, that isn't real, that isn't real, that isn't real.
Y'all remember when...
And then out of nowhere, it's kind of like, okay, as all of this other shit is happening, now let's throw this out there and shit too, bro. So it's kind of a thing where it's almost like the Illuminati effect. You know what I'm saying?
It can be used in the right way for certain situations.
Exactly.
Like saying, like I think you did that video, H. It was something he sent me where basically like they was saying that they was gonna have like do some. Was that you that sent it? Where they was like doing some
Project Bluebeam.
Yeah, where they would do like some kind of bombing or something.
No, it's like a fake alien attack to get us all to unite type shit.
And then it'll make everybody that. Yeah. I feel like shit like that'll make people get scared and unite, like COVID.
Yeah.
You feel me? Where they was able to make niggas stay in the house. You couldn't go nowhere. You had the curfew. They was able to see like, okay, a lot of people listened. All them niggas they was in the house. And if they wasn't, you feel me? They wasn't as strict. That was a test run, but next time it could really be a martial law where if you get caught outside after 8 o'clock, then you really going to jail.
Yeah,
you feel me? And they with shit like that, then like that fake attack, they could run that now after they do a fake attack. Like, hey, everybody needs to be in the house. We don't know what's going on, so after this time, everybody, the street should be clear.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I'm saying like, and that's where it usually always lead up to, bro. Yeah. They come up with some elaborate ass way to put us in fear, so then they can start taking control of what we do. I mean, even if we think about it, bro, like TSAs wasn't even a thing at
until
one
9/11.
point. Like niggas back then, but like when we was kids, bro, niggas used to really just go to the airport and not even get their bags checked, nothing, just walk
get
in.
on the airplane with literally anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
That changed literally after 9/11.
And that ended up gaining them like a lot more control. Granted, I feel like after 9/11, niggas definitely should be getting their bags checked and shit. But at the same time, no, it's more so of a thing of like that conveniently happens, so then y'all start gaining more control of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because conveniently, it wasn't an American who did it. Feel me? You got to think of how long how long people were flying without TSA before a plane got hijacked and blew up and shit like that.
Exactly.
And then it just so happens, and now you don't see nobody on the plane trying to rush the front anyway. It ain't like it's security on it. We all done been on planes.
Stupid.
Yeah,
but I'm saying as far as that usually terrorists are suicides.
Yeah.
They do that to prove it's all part of their plan and shit.
Yeah, they be on some kamikaze type shit. Yeah,
I say that to say like you don't see them trying to storm the cockpit. Like it ain't no security on the plane. Once you make it on the plane, you can do anything.
Yeah,
feel me? So it's like. I feel like that, like you said, that was for sure. That's a good example of how something happened and then control comes straight in.
Exactly, bro. Like
kind of
for real.
To piggyback on the alien shit though. Y'all remember when Trump had first got back into office? How he said he was gonna release the Epstein list. He was gonna release this. He was gonna release that. I remember them saying it was like a alien event or like some shit. It was some shit about aliens that they were supposed to release. And I remember it was hella videos on Twitter and TikTok basically saying that they edited a lot of those things, like even the list, like everybody named that's on that list ain't everybody that was there. You feel me? And they was basically saying with the alien shit too, like
my guy.
Who is that? Just the facts? What's happening? Actual factual.
There's always,
but yeah, they was basically saying that they had edited some shit in the shit basically about the alien shit. But
you know what that made me think of, bro? That one weird ass shit that happened like think like last year or something like that. I forgot exactly what city, but it was somewhere down south or something, bro, where like hella many shit was going on at this mall and shit, bro. Hella police officers pulled
that was
up.
in Miami.
Yeah,
They said it was like an alien invasion or some shit like that.
Yeah, some weird shit like that, bro, where it was like, yo, on one end they was saying like, oh, there was this big ass alien walking
like
through
this
the mall,
big ass tall shadow. or some shit.
this tall shadowy alien, and then you end up getting reports back that like, you know, hell of the police officers was like, oh, it wasn't no alien, it was just kids playing with firecrackers inside the mall and shit. And I'm like, okay, well, if that was the case, then why the fuck do all of the lights got to get shut off and all of this extra shit, and how does it prompt an entire city of police to come to this one area? So that's why I'm like, with the conspiracy theory shit, it'd be a double-edged sword, because it's kind of like, I can tell when you don't want us to know something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, in a situation like that, y'all blatantly fucking lying, but y'all would rather go with a blatant lie than to tell us the truth of what was actually going on there and what made an entire city of police come to this one mall. But with everything else, it's just like, now y'all just so open about it. It's like, oh yeah, that's a UFO. It's like, okay, why do you want me to look at that now when before you kept telling me, oh, there's no such thing as a UFO and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like it's because people that like used to work with the government and that know these things are now coming out and actually admitting to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they trying to be like, oh, well, let's just tell them this before they go and try to be telling everybody this, because they gonna believe them over us. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's that, but then I feel like they kind of use that shit kind of against us too, because, you know, I feel like a lot of the shit that the government shows us, or a lot of the shit that we are taught, is not how it's supposed to be. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like they show us aliens in a certain way or something to scare us, to be scared of the motherfuckers, when in all actuality, the motherfuckers could be trying to help us. You feel me? Like, I forget what movie it was. I think I was watching it with Rev. We was watching some alien shit.
Oh yeah, that's the TV show I seen.
And they was basically trying to tell humans, like, this is what you have to do. Like, your planet is fucked up. It's finna basically, y'all all gonna die, basically. Yeah. And the nigga was an alien, and he was basically trying to tell people, like, this is what y'all have to do. Do this, do that, whoop-de-whoop, blah, 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 blah. And nigga, motherfuckers didn't believe the nigga. But I say that to say, I feel like some of the shit that they show us is meant to scare us. So we don't, even if we do interact with one of these motherfuckers or some shit like that, we're scared of them. We don't want to learn from them. You feel me? Like, we try to stay away from them. Like, with dolphins and shit. I don't know if y'all know about that shit, but in the United States, legally, we're not allowed to interact with dolphins. Like, if we see a dolphin, like, in the wild and shit, like, you go to Miami in the wild and shit, you see a dolphin, nigga, they will take your ass to jail if you, like, even trying to get the dolphin's attention. Like, nigga, your ass will go to jail, nigga.
For real?
Nigga, look it up. Just the facts. Let me know if I'm wrong. Just the facts about the dolphin. But they say that because they say, like, dolphins are hella smart.
They are.
And like,
probably one of the smartest.
Dolphins is like hella telepathic.
Yeah, they are.
So you feel me? Like, I don't know what it is with humans and dolphins, but they don't want us fucking with dolphins, nigga.
Yeah, bruh. Like, I feel like with the government, they're always like 5 steps ahead of us and shit. So anything that they even reveal to us, I feel as though it's already old information.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And I feel like they get a lot of this shit off through movies and through TV programming and shit. Like, just
what did he say? Yes, it is illegal to play or interact with wild dolphins in the United States. The Marine Mammal Protection Act prohibits harassment of marine mammals. Yep.
Yeah,
nigga,
on it, man.
Nigga, it is illegal to interact with dolphins. I forgot what I had a video of that shit on Instagram hella long ago, but it was like, it was different people with different dolphins, like, trying to get the dolphins to talk, and nigga, the dolphins actually said words, like, bro, the shit was many. It was many, like, the dolphins are really smart as hell, bro.
Damn.
Get a pet dolphin now.
See, now
that your ass to be in jail for 30,000 years. You get a pet dolphin.
Get that nigga the 9s.
But see, now that type of shit got me thinking, yo. Like, now, do you believe that we're like the only living organism that can actually talk?
Nah, hell nah. Like,
no,
nigga,
crows could talk.
Bro, crows.
Okay.
Do y'all know crows could, like, mimic what you say?
I haven't seen it.
I
But
know a
I
parrot
don't-
can, but I ain't know a crow can.
Brody.
I'm scared of crows. Not scared, but like I don't really.
Crows are one of the smartest fucking birds, bro. Like if crows are like parrots. If a crow stays next to you long enough and nigga is able to hear your voice long enough, that motherfucker can mimic you, bro.
That's crazy.
That's deep.
It's crazy that you said that because it's a dude on YouTube that has a pet crow, and the nigga be letting him fly outside and shit, and like the crow like fly and then come back to him and shit. You feel me? And he'll like go get shit and hella shit, bro. So you right about the crow shit.
Yeah, man.
Violations of the MMPA can result in fines up to 100,000 and/or imprisonment for up to 1 year per violation. Damn.
Call me crazy, but I thought this shit since I was little. Like I think that like nigga, like I'ma use like nigga Brian from fucking Family Guy, for example. Like, you know, he's a dog, he could talk. I feel like there are ways that animals can communicate with us. We just don't know. I feel like the motherfuckers probably do be trying to tell us shit like
they do, but it's not. It's in different ways.
It's not clear like how we
with
talking.
a dog, like of course with a dog is different. A dog come up to you, wag his tail, jump on you when he wants something. But a bird, like how you know when a bird trying to tell you something, you feel me? Or
I haven't had a pet bird, but
but like nigga, it's all different types of animals. You feel me?
Like certain animals do certain like
even
what? It's already on.
even with the
It wasn't.
even with nature and shit, bro. Like y'all know I'm into plants and shit. I'm into house plants and shit.
Oh, okay.
And nigga, I remember I was watching this video and it was this lady. She was outside with a tree and it was hella windy. Well, it wasn't really hella windy, but she was talking to the tree and she told the tree like if you could hear my voice, like move.
Oh,
like,
I
move
did see that shit.
towards my voice. And nigga, the
And the
leaves
motherfucker really
was
did.
actually like lift up, like she was
And she told the leaf to like go to a specific
Yeah,
place,
like, touch my face,
my
touch
nose.
me. Yeah,
like it wasn't
seen
just
that.
like,
Yeah.
oh, come towards my face. It was like, if you can understand me right now,
So
touch
it's
my
like-
nose. And the leaf really
It's
lifted
like
up and touched her
everything.
fucking nose.
Seen that
We're
shit.
definitely not the only fucking living things. Nigga,
Like,
even
you gotta
water.
have
Like
superpowers to do that.
nigga, I seen a fucking video. It was a dude. He poured a bottle of water into one cup, and I think I was talking about this on one episode.
exactly what you
He
talking
poured a bottle of water into one cup and told it like, "I love you. You're so beautiful." He told it hella positive things. Nigga, in the water, when the water froze, it froze like in a cool looking ice form or whatever. I don't know how to explain this shit. Then he did it again with another bottle of water and he was telling it like, nigga, fuck you, you ugly, you piece of shit, just telling it negative things, and it was like all squiggly, all fucked up and shit. So nigga, even from water, like nigga, we're not the only living things that could comprehend and you feel me, understand shit.
Yeah, I know that. Like me, I'm a person that's open minded enough to be like everything has a communication and comprehension base, but I'm more so like like motherfuckers that can actually talk type shit.
I feel like you gotta be in tune. Like you gotta really.
Yeah, you
be,
definitely got to be in tune.
on a certain different wavelength that as they call it.
Yeah,
you
like
see,
on a certain different frequency type shit.
Like babies and shit, like babies and dogs. Like babies can,
Your baby's closer spiritually.
you feel me?
Yeah, like they say,
Hell yeah.
if you don't have dreams, you feel me, you not, because when you have a dream, when you sleep, you going into the spiritual world. So they say when you sleep and you don't have dreams, you supposedly, that means you need to pray more and get more in touch with, feel me, certain things.
Yeah, I've
'Cause
heard
everybody
that.
don't have dreams.
Man, I pray every day.
That's why people don't smoke.
And
That's
in
why a lot of
certain
people
things,
stop
certain
smoking
things
before
you're
they go to
supposed
So
sleep.
smoking cloud your
No, it
dreams?
definitely does.
Okay, for sure. Because
I'm
I
I'ma
smoke
keep it a
every day.
bean, even while we on this.
Nigga, y'all know
even-
me. You feel
Because
me?
even while we
be
on this
candy.
topic, bro, it's on some shit where it's like, with smoking, it can definitely cloud like you being able to have dreams. But when you stop smoking, that's the reason why your dreams start being like
Yeah,
hella
so
more
vivid,
vivid.
yeah.
Like, cause I know like we've all dealt with that before, where it's like the moment we stop smoking for a little while and shit, bro, like you start getting these vivid ass dreams and shit. Me, I be having like vivid ass nightmares and shit, yo. Like I remember, I went like 3 months without smoking once, bro. It's like so I can get a job, and literally every night I went to sleep, I was getting vivid ass nightmares and shit, bro.
That's
like,
many.
I would have like deja vus, like not exact like pinpoint deja vus, but I'll be like, nigga, I had this before. Like I'll just hear that moment. I'm like, nigga, I had this dream like 2-3 nights ago. Like what the fuck?
Nah, I feel you on that. I feel like damn near the whole first portion of my life is like that. Like there's there's like a large piece of my childhood where I'm like, yo, is that real or is that a dream?
Yeah, on mamas. I definitely feel that
for a minute,
sure.
bro. Like niggas couldn't tell me that me and my family wasn't related to Tigger and shit, bro. Off the fucking 106 in Park.
On Bubba's.
I literally. Related to that nigga, I was confused for years, bro. Because I'm like, bro,
the Bubba's.
Yeah, man.
Brains in the chat, man. While we get our shit together, man.
I think he muted it.
Nah, he ain't muted. We still in there, man.
We still live.
Brains in the chat, pencils in the chat. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Hold on, we in there. And we're right back with you, man.
We in there like swimwear.
But I had sent that, nah, it ain't on there yet. There we go. That whatever you did. There we go.
No memory card.
No memory card. Which one? There you go. We there.
All right,
all right. We in there, man. But I had sent the what was we talking about? We was talking about the dreams and all that. Stop smoking. But yeah, that shit is very true, bro. I remember I had stopped smoking shit not too long ago. I was just like, nigga, fuck this shit. I got tired of spending my money on that shit. I was really trying to grow some weed too. So I was like, nigga, the money that I'm spending trying to do this, nigga, I could be doing my own shit. You feel me? So I was trying to do that, but I wasn't smoking for probably like a month or so. And this was like when my son was first born. And nigga, I would wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like right before I go to work. I would wake up like 3:03, 3:33, like it was always 3. I was like, why the fuck do I keep doing this? Like, what the fuck is going on? I remember I was talking to my brother, and he was like, have you ever heard of angel numbers? And I was like, nah, yeah. I ain't never really heard about that shit. And that's when bro put me onto that shit. He was like, you gotta start looking into that shit. He was like, is there a number that you always see? And I kid you not, bro, ever since my son was born, Brody, my son's birthday is November 1st, first of all. But ever since my son's been born, bro, I see 11:11 a lot. Like whether it's on the time, whether it's nigga a fucking piece of paper, just fucking randomly, bro. Like I could be looking at this shit and it'll say Best Buy by July 1st. You feel me?
Nah,
such and such.
You know the funny thing is, I was just about to mention the same thing and tell you that with my number, it always pops up as a 9. And every time I see the number 9, it signifies some sort of transformation, whether it's like, yo, life is about to change for the better or for the worse or whatever and shit. I was just about to mention that. And you see what's right here.
Yeah. No.
Yep, a fucking 9. That shit literally be happening like all the fucking time, bro. Like it'll be to a point where I'm not even paying attention to it. It'll just be like, okay, I'm out somewhere walking and shit, or just somewhere chilling, and I'll just look at something randomly and the number will pop up just like that, bro. And that shit has always signified like transformation for me, where it's like, all right, bro, life is about to change right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would like to think that it's going to change for the better, considering, you know what I'm saying, you know, we over here chopping it up on the pod and all the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. Yeah, I kind of look at it that way, but definitely on some shit like that, bro, where it's like, yeah, every time I see the fucking number 9, it be like that, bro.
Sure. Well, on a oh shit, what you pulling up?
Brother Gaines had something he wanted to
Nah, I don't even know where that shit was. I was just looking at these all the ones I sent.
So a new California law says California bars must offer drink lids to help prevent roofies starting on July 1st.
That's lit.
That's what the hell I'm talking
That's
about.
lit as a motherfucker, man, because it's about damn time, bro. Like,
it's about damn time.
Because, bruh, yeah, I'm saying there shouldn't be a reason why when a nigga leave they cup down for a second and shit, bruh. Like, I mean, obviously you shouldn't do that, but it's like there shouldn't be a reason that a motherfucker fears being drugged when they put their cup down and shit, bruh. Yeah. So
So drink list. So that's gonna be like something that they could put in their drink, and then if somebody wants to put put something in their drink, then it won't be effective. Basically,
Really?
right? I'm trying.
I mean, shit.
drink lid,
when you said a drink lid, I'm thinking like literally, like
just a lid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But I mean, somebody could take the lid off and like.
I mean, but
unless
that's
it's
why.
like metal
but
or
that's
some
why
shit
I
like
say.
that.
You know, bro, they got methods to how they drug people, bro. Like a nigga, you could be holding your drink, somebody could come up, talk to you, and drop it in there while they talking to you. Your drink could be like this, and I could come sit down and some drop that motherfucker in there. Like they do hella different methods, so like that whole little lid could stop a lot of shit because it's a lid. It's the cup, it's the lid, and then it's the little hole for the straw. So you got your straw in there.
Yeah. So that's just taking hella time to do all that. Yeah.
You know what's
so
funny,
gotta-
bro, is that they've taken this long to do something that simple.
That's it.
Because something happened to somebody's family member that was a higher up,
Yeah.
and then now they want to take action to it. You know what I mean?
That's usually what happens. Yeah, I'm saying nothing gets changed until somebody from the higher ups get affected by it, and then it's like, oh, this shit is serious.
Exactly.
That's what happened with juice, like with syrup. They took that shit off the market because white boys was they started drinking that shit so much. Like, yeah.
No, Justin Bieber started drinking.
That's a
that
white
shit.
boy. Aiden Ross used to sip syrup too. He was spending millions. Yeah, he was spending millions.
Hell
on that
yeah.
shit.
Aiden Ross?
What?
Yeah, he
I
said
didn't
it
know.
on
I
his
didn't know
show,
that
too.
nigga was
What?
sipping.
He was spending
I know
millions
Justin
on it.
Bieber was sipping juice
Yeah,
stuff.
if
So
them ain't
basically,
those,
white
you feel
folks
me?
fucked it up for us.
Yeah, because it's good until they get on it. Once they get addicted to it and it's fucking up, they eat that shit. Because you know everything is really to fuck up black and brown.
Yeah.
The minorities. It ain't really. You look at every drug. Like once something start getting to
That's
to
why
certain demographics, it's like, all right, we gotta stomp down on this.
That's why cocaine isn't frowned upon, but crack is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's the same fucking substance. One is just cooked, and the other one is powder. But it's like they'll have you looking at cocaine like, oh, that's the friendly drug. That's where
That's the party drug.
Yeah, that's where everybody unites and
fun
have a
on
good
it, yeah.
time. And then when it's rocked up, it's like, oh, demons. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, it's the same shit.
Oh, demon.
And that was crack was
It's like that's
specifically
fucked
for
up, bro. The
blacks,
nigga
like-
that hit the crack pipe on a party just as much. You know what I'm
feel
saying?
me?
Like open the door, let him get his Griggs off,
on,
bro. They be
man.
having crazy dance moves.
What? They dance forever too.
All everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I remember the fucking 7-Eleven at on Hemlock Street up in Antioch, bro. Nothing but meth addicts and crack addicts in front of that bitch, bro. Like everybody on the pipe. That shit was crazy.
Flooded.
You know what I'm saying?
Flooded,
Like,
bro.
yeah, bro. But as far as with the lid shit, just to piggyback on that, you know what I'm saying? Like the lid shit though, like I feel like that should have been happened, but hey, at least they doing it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least they doing that shit.
You know, people got to be made of an example before action get taken. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
That's the sad part sometimes.
Yeah.
I wasn't here last week. Did y'all touch on the Diddy shit?
Yeah.
We don't touch on Diddy. No Diddy.
Hey,
Nah, but
I do
yeah, we
hear that
talked
this
about that
nigga
shit.
got off with hell of them charges.
That nigga be mad, Chat, that nigga be hot. Chat.
We did go over it.
We
though.
discussed Diddy, man. Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
bro. Yeah, I'm saying.
I wasn't here last week. Did y'all touch on Diddy?
Damn.
That shit sound crazy.
You did open the door for that. Damn.
I didn't get to touch
Not
on.
them reenacting the excitement
It be your own people,
Hell
chat.
no.
It be your own friends,
Did that
goddamn
to
it.
yourself, fam. That shit was crazy.
That's crazy as hell.
I wasn't here, dude.
That's insanity.
That's crazy. I only asked because I was looking through the messages.
That is insanity, bro.
Oh man, but since we speaking about Diddy in New York, man, did y'all see what happened out there in New York?
What happened?
So apparently, this man tried to kidnap a woman at Queens subway station, but he was jumped by the men nearby.
Bro, it took them niggas so long to jump him, bro.
Man, Look, y'all could
Why,
check
like,
this
why
out.
was they not more expeditious?
Hold
about
on, what
this?
just the facts just say?
AKA the devil's breath. What is that? A new strand of COVID?
White police and nothing.
Fuck him up.
I got so much to say about this, bro. Hey, shout out the new subscriber, bro.
Shout out to new. I think we got 2.
What was the name?
I didn't see.
This nigga.
Shout out to you though, man. It don't tell us on the thing.
It did. It was just on the screen.
But it's a big ass blur right here. I can't see that. I saw the block pop up. I couldn't see the words though.
Yeah.
What I was finna say?
Yeah, that's what y'all.
So some shit like that go down. Who y'all think finna be the first nigga to be like, oh hell no, come on y'all?
Me. I've actually been in that situation before and did it, so that's why I say me.
So you witnessed a kidnapping before?
No, not a kidnapping. Like, remember I told you at my old job when the nigga had called the girl a bitch and pushed her.
Oh, yeah,
I was the
yeah,
only
yeah.
nigga. I
But
came from the back of the line, and she, you feel me?
Yeah.
Only nigga who come and say something. Like, that's why I said I got so much to say about that, because we taught to mind our business so much that when shit going on, you see how a lot of in that video people wasn't tripping until it took that one nigga who started tripping. And
Kind
now-
of broke motherfuckers
yeah,
out the
now
matrix.
niggas like, oh yeah, fuck them up. Now they come and jump them. You feel me? But it's like it shouldn't have took that. It should have been, niggas, everybody should have been on that type of time in general. Like, same with, I was watching another video and dude was at the airport and bro was tripping on TSA. Like, bitch, something like just going in, and the other nigga, they was both black. Bro came and he said something like, bro, you don't talk to women like that. Like, nigga, talk to a man like that. Like, you feel me?
I remember that.
And he like, oh, you trying to be a hero. He like, nigga, I ain't trying to be no hero. You not finna disrespect. You know these are women and you coming at them the wrong way and blah, blah.
Yeah, bro.
And everything. And he, oh, you trying to be a hero. Like, nah, it ain't about being a hero. It's like, sometimes you got to.
It's about busting out of that fucking matrix. Because just like you
Yeah.
said, bro, we've been taught to mind our business so much. Like, I can definitely say I probably walked past like hella fucked up situations,
You feel
bro.
me? Like-
Just because I was taught to mind my own business and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like-
saying?
and
But
sometimes it's good to mind your own business.
Yeah,
you feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
But in some cases, you gotta, you feel me? You damn near in that position because you supposed to
yeah,
say
yeah.
something or do something. You
Probably
feel me?
like I would say like my mom would always like teach me to at least stay out of like that sort of shit when it got domestic. You know what I'm
Yeah, see
saying?
that,
Because
yeah,
like she
stay
would be
out
the
of that.
one that always tell me like, bruh, everybody would come to me to save them when they was in a domestic situation.
back.
I jump in the middle of the situation, guns get pointed at me and some more shit, and then they just wound up going back to the same nigga that they was trying to get me to save them from and shit, bruh. So it be happening that way, but at the same time, when it comes to a public thing like that though, like that was my first question as to like, damn, why did it take so long for motherfuckers to jump on it? Because my first thought is Nia Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Thinking
Nia
of
Wilson,
what
man.
could have been
Yeah,
done
you
in
feel
that
me?
situation, yo. Like, I remember I hopped out in a protest the next day after that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because that shit was so many to me and it was so close to home because it was like, yo, I just went to Hayward like that night. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I passed through MacArthur, bro. So, it's like, I wake up the next morning and they like, oh, yeah, this black woman has been killed on a BART. Like, that shit fucked me up. And it was definitely to a point of, like, even thinking about a situation of, like, what if I was there? Would I have done something, or would the way I was brought up kind of, like, make me put blindfolds on, and like I would have acted like I didn't see it until I heard about the shit happening later on, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
People do that. People do that a
Be
lot.
like, I was there.
You feel me? Like, and with that, even with the hurt, even with that situation, like RP Neil wasn't like with that. It was he did that and still made it out of the bar station.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Enough time to clean his knife off too.
Like all type of shit. And
They didn't pick him up till the next day, right?
Everybody seen him leave. All the shit.
Yeah, and like a whole nother city. I think they like caught up with him like in Walnut Creek or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bruh. Like that shit was mania. It was
That
just
shit
like
was crazy.
bruh,
I want to say I rode Bart to the P that day.
You feel me?
That shit was
And
crazy.
it's like it
bro.
make you think like, damn, did I see that nigga, bro? Like,
Yeah.
like he could have, God forbid, he could have did that to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's
and
like,
you know,
bro,
niggas
what
be
the fuck?
walking up on there with their headphones on in their
Yeah.
own world
Come
type
on,
shit, bruh. Like, yeah. I would definitely say ever since that shit happened, like I do not get on the BART with like both headphones on type shit,
Nah,
bruh.
just one.
I don't ride
I
Bart.
don't even do both of them.
I ain't gonna lie, brother. Ever since I can honestly say, since that has happened, I've probably rode Bart because I was living in Oakland after a little bit after that shit happened. So I'll probably say, nigga, 3 times at most. Nigga, one time I was going to the Oakland airport because I had to catch a flight. Then one time I was going home. And yeah, I think that's damn near the last 2 times I rode fucking Bart. I ain't, fuck that.
Nah, I feel you on that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you can avoid it, stay away from that shit,
Oh.
bruh. You know what I'm saying?
It's an evil world we live in.
Yeah,
Seen that
bruh.
shit, this shit, the flight attendant I sent, that shit was crazy.
You sent it?
Yeah, I sent it. There was so much.
I'm getting text messages too, man. I'll bust my 50 down before we get up out of here, man.
Yeah,
Don't worry
man,
about
like
it.
you gotta.
Don't worry about it, man. I'm
They
a
said-
bust my 50 down. Don't worry about it.
That must
They
be the
said
family
you
chat.
must.
Yeah.
They on that. Yeah, make that nigga bust him down. Oh, it's up there.
Yeah.
It say fake flight attendant took 120 free flights
Whoa.
from 2018 to 2024 before getting arrested at the San Francisco International Airport.
I
Bro, the
hope he
nigga
made
ne-
that shit count,
The
bro.
nigga never worked for the airline, so he used to work for the airline for
What?
He used to, because I had read this shit earlier. He had worked for an airline, and it was a loophole that basically, because he worked in customer service, but he didn't work no more. He worked there, so it's a loophole that they get free flights, and when you say you work there, they let me find it. It was free. Let me find that shit. I ain't gonna lie. He used fake badges and everything, bro. So
That's
when you
crazy.
work for an airline, you get free flights no matter what.
Yeah.
So he was saying that, and then he was having fake hire dates, fake badges, all the shit. So he had hella flights, bro. And they finally caught him. He about to do time. But I'm
Damn.
just like, damn, how that
That's
nigga
why I'm
was,
just like, I hope he made that shit
That nigga
count,
was
bro.
going crazy,
That shit was
bruh.
smart. Like, you went down for it, but that shit was smart though, bro.
Yes, boy.
Like,
Yeah.
think of,
That is genius.
bruh, like, if he didn't just use it for all vacation time, yo, like, just think how many plays that this nigga was making out of the state and shit, bruh. Like,
Man,
I'd
that
be
nigga was probably the
networking like
plug
crazy.
for real.
Nigga, bruh, on everything. I'm
And
like,
y'all ain't checking my bags?
I'm like,
Nah,
dog,
I
you.
believe they check your
They
bag.
gotta check. I think they gotta check it.
Yeah, but I'm like, bruh, hopefully you just wasn't on some like nomad shit and was just like, oh, I'm just going out here just cause. It's like,
Just
bruh,
to test my luck.
Exactly. It's like, nigga, you better have been making plays, bruh. Like, especially now that you caught up and shit, man. It's like, yeah.
You know what's crazy? He probably did it like the first 2 times and like was like, I'm gonna try it and then I'm gonna see where it go. And then probably got comfortable with doing it and this being like, I'm good. Like, ain't shit gonna happen. Because he done probably
Especially
faced
after
different
a year.
situations within doing that. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what he ran into? Like, it could have been a time where it almost didn't work and then it worked and then he probably like, all right, nigga, it's good. Like, you feel me? And then he probably thought he wasn't gonna get caught and then, they just caught his ass. Free bro, man. Free the scammer, man. Free bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that right there is smart shit right there,
real.
bruh. When they say work smarter, not harder, like,
Niggas really be taking that
But I gotta
and
ask you,
using it
though,
in life.
man, this is something we always talk about. What you think what you think the state of our music is out here, like as far as the Bay Area? Do you feel like it's a ceiling for Bay Area artists? Do you feel like it's a certain sound right now, or do you feel like we got a sound? Like, I know that's hella questions, but
No. It all encompasses into one, because this is a conversation that all Bay Area artists have amongst each other and shit, man. There's a ceiling for what we doing out here in the Bay if you only paying attention to one aspect of it. Like, I feel like the Bay Area has been very reluctant about finding a new identity. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that.
And because of that shit, everything is still branded and marketed in a way that suits the previous style that we had and shit, man. And it's like, even when we get world recognition and shit, yo, they imitating us for what we did in like 2005, 2004 type shit, bro. Like, even when you look at like the Super Bowl and shit, yo, like, yeah, I was juiced as fuck when they had the niggas from the town on there, bro. Yeah, but at the same time, these niggas was dressed exactly how we was in like 04 type shit, you know what I'm saying? With the layered shirts and all the shit like that, bro. So it's one of them things where it's like, there's always going to be a ceiling for that, because it's not coming from an organic place no more. Like, back when niggas was doing that shit in real time, we was able to elevate that feeling, bruh, where we was able to come up with so many different lingos and so many different styles of dressing and just all of this new shit we was able to implement within this movement that we created, bruh. But now we're in a state where we haven't been that same Bay Area in the past like 20-something years. But the people that get championed are the people that's able to mimic what we did 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I still feel like it's dope as hell and shit, bro. But there's also a whole new wave of people that's coming about that the Bay Area don't necessarily know what to do with yet. Like, I feel like there is a section of the Bay that's growing more and more by the day, where it's just more soulful, more poetic, more artsy, you know what I'm saying? Like, we getting real artistic out here and shit, bro. And I feel like because there hasn't been a certain platform of something that has benefited off of the new age of the Bay Area, every platform that get created is going to continuously promote what we did previously. So yeah, I feel like the ceiling in the Bay, bruh, it's real if you make it real. Like, it depends on the route that you take, bruh. But if you so happen to take another route, you know what I'm saying, the possibilities are endless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a homie right now that's like on Wildin' Out and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he's from out here, he's from the Bay, but it's like he took a different road. Like, you know, he started battle rapping and shit, yo, and it took him into a whole different realm. Shout out to Frack. But
shout out Frack.
But yeah, bruh, and it's like, I got another homie, bruh, named Red Lotus. He does like hella different kind of music, very versatile and shit, bruh. Like, he can come from hip hop to rock to pop to R&B to soul. He can take it all there with you and shit, bruh. He must have submitted like one of his songs to a competition or something like that, end up being noticed by Shaq, you know what I'm saying? And now Shaq got him hooked up with Akeem Ali and shit, yo. And yeah, they did a song together called Don't Fight the Feeling or something like that. And once Akeem Ali went on tour, so did Red Lotus. He took him along with him. So it's kind of like, bruh, there's so many different fucking avenues, bruh, like that we could take. And I feel like it's really just on us as artists to keep pushing that shit, bruh, because like, we throw our own shows. We do our own shit. We do so much of our own shit, dog, to a point where we don't need a platform like Thizzler or something like that to notice us, bro, because we're doing our own shit. Like, there's plenty of people that I know around the way that is like selling out venues and shit, bro, but they just don't have that light put on them because they don't.
Earlier,
they
ain't letting go of. They don't understand that people have evolved. To me personally, I don't feel like the Bay Area have a specific sound. I feel like we had like hyphy movement was a sound and mob music was a sound.
Yeah.
I feel like right now it's not really certain and by sound I mean like let's say a certain production because at one time, feel me, you know, the hyphy movement that those beats on them songs, I don't want to say they sounded alike, but you can tell this was a hyphy, you feel me, the feeling of it. Mob music, all of the beats and producers, they had a certain type of sound. It was a certain type of feeling with that music.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I mean by when I say we don't have a sound right now, you look at Detroit, you can hear a rapper. I thought Chicken P was from Detroit. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the production.
Yeah.
So it's a sound. Like, you feel me? It's like, oh, shit, this is a Detroit beat. Then the way they flowing on it, oh, this is a Detroit nigga. But he not from Detroit, he from the Midwest, though. So you got to look at it like that. That region, that whole little sound, that's their sound in a sense. It starts in Detroit, though. They got their own sound in a way, and then there's other regions.
Yeah.
Look at the South. I look at, what artist do I use? Young Boy. You know, we go on like you being an artist, you feel me? You know, like YouTube. Go on YouTube, put in type beats. It's a certain sound when you listen to these people from these certain regions. Yeah. And I feel like LA got a sound. We know LA sound. You feel me? It's gonna make you dance, gonna make you do a certain pattern to that shit, I feel like. Then it's like I feel like when we get to the Bay, we don't have a sound no more. Like I feel like mob music was the last time we had a real sound where you could point at a nigga, you could hear a song and be like, oh yeah, he from the Bay.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I would
like,
definitely say like Jacka era, Hustler era,
yo.
That was like, you know, bruh. Like, but I would definitely say once our sound started to get more up tempo, we got robbed and we didn't know.
I agree with you.
And we didn't know how to market it because it's like when I hear Detroit, I'm like, yo, I know Detroit gotta fuck with us, bro, because nigga, that's like that's our shit right there. LA, it's like I know LA gotta fuck with us because that's our shit right there, bro. But
and blow.
But it's just more so to a point where it's like they just able to market it better and shit. Like out here in the Bay, like it's just still to a point where we just try to still find an identity outside of the hyphy movement. But the funny thing is, like, for most people that don't know about the Bay or isn't really hip to our music or whatever, bro, I would say that there is a lot more artists out here that is like Guapole versus artists out here that's like still resembles Mac Dre.
Yeah,
like
I get what you're saying.
It is like the world look at us as we just continuously produce Mac Dre's and shit. And even with LaRussell being the next big artist out of here and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, they look at him and be like, oh, he giving us that same feeling, which is dope because there's a time and a place for all of that shit. And I feel like with somebody like LaRussell, it's dope that he still pushes the sound so then people remembers that it originally came from us. But at the same time, though, there's like a lot more people out here that work with bands that, you know, do a lot more soulful shit. Like, I've met so many damn musicians. Like, even on my project, bro, there's at least 2 beats on there that's made by not a producer, but a composer. Like,
damn, for real?
Yeah, like 2 songs that I have on the project, G.O.D. and Face Yourself. Both songs is created by the same dude, my man Clay. Shout out to Clay. But dude is literally a jazz composer, bro. Like, that's dude plays the saxophone and shit like that. He plays the flute and shit, yo. Like, he really goes in with instrumentation and shit, bro. And I feel like when you get to know more people in the Bay Area art scene, you'll find that a lot more of us are into that type of shit. Yeah. Like, even, for instance, Family Not Group. A crew from the city and shit, bro. Like, it's this artist in there named Afterthought where every time he performs, he brings an entire orchestra with this nigga damn near, bro. Niggas playing different horns, different saxophones and all that shit.
Live band
yes, literally. Like, even for myself, bro, I grew up around live bands and shit, bro. Like, cause the part of the Bay that nobody talk about is the fact that we come from a real funk background, bro.
Yeah,
like,
we do.
Like, bro, like George Clinton out his mouth has said like Oakland was his favorite place to perform because we just understood that shit off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So we come from a real funk-oriented background and shit, bro. So we come from real live instrumentation. Yeah. That's why I'm like, yo, like our bread and butter, if you really get down to the nitty-gritty of it, is funk and neo-soul and shit like that,
like
yo.
hippie type shit.
Yeah, on everything, bro. Like, and everything else is created on top of that, because even when you talk about somebody like Mac Dre, we resonate with him so much, not only because he was a hood nigga, but because he was on his hippie vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga damn near was getting everybody on that Woodstock vibe. Like, oh yeah, we popping pills, we this and we partying, we on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And
like, I feel like Mac Dre used to talk shit. Like, nigga, if I feel like Mac, it's more of a, if you fuck with me, then you gonna get that other. Yeah, you gonna get that other side.
Exactly.
Like I feel like niggas from the Bay ain't just like that off the rip. Like,
nah, we not.
But I feel like motherfuckers. It is some motherfuckers like that.
It's a lot of people.
I feel like it's a lot of I feel like it's a lot of motherfuckers like that.
Like
and they probably done ran into motherfuckers with big names. You feel?
But what I will say
it's
to
the reputations.
Exactly.
I feel like, because you look at all the cities in the Bay, like the reputations of certain people that's from these places. You got niggas that, you feel me? You got, like, you look at the Bay, you look at Oakland, you got Felix Mitchell. You got
exactly,
you got bro who fucked with Griselda Blanco. What was her name? What was his name? Crosby.
Yeah, bro. It's like we got real legendary motherfuckers out here.
You got Hilmo Slim. You got all different type of legendary niggas, but certain niggas' backgrounds, what's the word I'm looking for? Preceded them.
Yeah,
When you out of state, that was like Black Panthers. Black Panthers was Oakland, like militant. So you think of how people think of us. You feel me too, in a sense, like they militant, they own that type of time. Certain shit. But somebody asked, though, I want to get this question. This probably one of the best questions I've done seen so far in the chat. Yeah, Lil D. Yep. They said, what are 3 primary characteristics that is unique to a nigga from the Bay in terms of lifestyle? Me personally,
oh man,
I would say independence. I would say confidence. I feel like every nigga in the Bay, most men and women, but since they said nigga, I feel like a lot of every nigga in the Bay, unless he really ain't had no social interaction, is confident. Like they walk in the room and they just got that. It's a swag about
exactly.
The third one, so I said independence, confidence. The third one, I ain't gonna lie, the characteristic I would probably say the way with words.
Now, see, I was just gonna touch on that because, like, literally, I feel like that's the universal thing for all Bay Area niggas across the board. And on top of that, we know how to dress and shit too. You know what I'm saying? But just off rip, yes, independence. Because everything we do is on some independent type shit, bro. Like, even when you look at the nature of independence in the rap game and shit, a lot of it came from us and shit, bro. Like, even Master P, he lived in Richmond, got the game from Richmond, then went back to New Orleans to create No Limit. But No Limit started out here in Richmond. You know what I'm saying? Too Short, you know what I'm saying, was definitely one of the pioneers of that shit, yo. I mean, shit, even look at the Romper Room gang, you know what I'm saying, as far as what Mac Dre was rolling with, bro. Like, shit like that. Like, they would be doing their own tours and shit, bro. Like, these niggas was getting across state lines doing them. And that's the type of shit that we be on. But then when it comes to, like, the confidence level, yes, confidence is out of this fucking world. We boisterous as hell and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, like even on some shit, like I remember being out of state once up in like Denver and shit, bruh, and it was like a crew of us that was from the Bay. We went into this party, bruh, and literally took the whole fucking thing over, you know what I'm saying? Was telling the DJ what to play, all the shit. Like, we got this life of the party energy about us, and definitely gift of gab, man.
For sure.
Like, shout out to Rich, man.
And all of this, I feel like, really goes across the board with, like you said, both men and women, bro, because all of us got confidence. All of us got independent, hustling nature about us and shit. And then all of us got the gift of gab, bro.
Yeah, like it's kind of like, and I be telling people, like, when you go out of the Bay Area, and let's say out of our region, because I'll say outside of Cali, because I feel like, even though L.A. ain't the Bay, L.A. is hip to what we on. They
Definitely.
fuck with us. They in tune. So they.
And
know,
I feel like as more time passes, bruh,
they know,
not to necessarily say they assimilate to us, but it's just more so to a point where, like, yeah, they adopt more to our style and shit.
Yeah,
you
they
know
more
what I'm saying?
adapt. They done adapted a little bit of Bay Area swag.
Yeah, and I like the fact that, like, shout out to my LA niggas because I like the fact that they're no longer, like, they no longer shy away from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
at first, it used to be, like, when we was in high school and shit.
Banged out.
Yeah,
like,
at first when we was in high school and shit, bro, they'll take something from the Bay and then be ashamed to say they got it from the Bay and try to make it seem like, oh, this just an LA thing and shit, bro. But
Appreciate it,
but
man.
now
Shout out to you,
it's
Miles.
definitely to
Appreciate
a point
you,
where
man.
they give us, they pay us homage and shit. Like, I probably say one of the main ones was like Draco the Ruler and shit,
Yeah.
bro. He always shouted niggas out from Oakland and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
So I feel like them three. I feel like we. I feel like a lot of like as Bay Area niggas, we say this a lot, but it be so true. I feel like a lot of stuff we've created, we innovated a lot of things. I feel like we really a certain. We all creative in a way.
And matter of fact, to even piggyback off of that, yo, like, I think where we fuck up at as far as branding ourselves is that we try to live up to an image that people like see us as rather than live up to our creativity, because we are creative as fuck out here, bruh. Like, I don't think I've ever came across a community as creative as the Bay Area, bruh. Like, where we not only create our own art, but we create our own businesses and shit too, and our own business models. Like, even the way that, like, LaFace Records is ran and shit, that came off the strength of Pebbles. Pebbles is from the Bay. Okay. She came down to Atlanta, gave L.A. Reid the game and shit, bruh, and literally structured they whole shit.
Crazy,
so it's like, bruh, like, even to a point where if you politicking down in Atlanta and shit, bruh, like, I'm more than sure, and I'm only saying this in this way because I've only been down there once, but if you really start politicking in that industry, I'm more than sure you'll find certain similarities as to how we run shit in the Bay versus how they run shit in Atlanta. But we don't necessarily, we don't promote our business savvy, nor do we promote our creativity. We try to promote an image. And just like how you were saying, we come from the background of Felix Mitchell and Huey Newton, and that comes from street side and militant side, yo. So it's like, you gonna get a nigga that's all out on the street shit, bruh. That's like just trying to show you, like, we the grimiest place ever, my nigga.
Or you
We be
cool
banging
ass
here
nigga.
shit too, you know what I'm saying? We be on street shit too. Or you gonna get, you know what I'm saying, you know, like you said, a cool nigga, or you gonna get like somebody that's like, you know, on some real life militant shit, yo, and they more so non-profit type shit. So it's like, you either gonna get the flashy cool nigga or the flashy street nigga, or you gonna get like the non-profit motherfuckers. But the creatives in between all of that embodies literally everything about the Bay, from the Felix Mitchells to the Huey Newtons to the Mac Dre's and all of that shit, bro. Like, not enough of us get highlighted because of how nuanced we are as a people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot more layers to the Bay than what people give us credit for.
That's facts. They told him for sure from the city.
Exactly.
He the face of ATL Sound.
Yeah, bruh. That man went down to Atlanta, bruh, and changed shit up. Like, it's usually us that do that shit.
So
you know what I'm
Icy,
saying?
so Icy that's a Bay Area.
That why you think
Hell
we
yeah.
gravitated to that so hard? You feel
Hell
me? We
yeah.
damn near made that shit. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
Like, you feel me?
Like, if anything, bruh, like, Gucci Mane owes his career to us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that lemonade too.
yeah,
that
nigga, we got that shit in rotation.
Niggas was off
nigga,
that
I swear to
lemonade for
God,
sure.
bruh.
But
That's
nah,
that sound, bro.
Usually, we're gonna wrap it up in a minute. Usually, before we get out, though, we
No, hold on, cause we didn't ask the question that Day wanted to ask him.
No.
Day wanted to ask you. You feel me? Every time we get a rapper on here, we ask him which one of your lyrics would you get tatted out of all your songs. What's a bar or something that you would get tatted that's from a verse in one of your songs?
I'm surprised that this is actually very easy for me.
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
shit, is it?
Yeah.
I still ain't answered my thought.
Nah, I thought of one right off rip, you know what I'm saying? Like, and every time I go back to this bar, I'll just be like, nigga, what was you thinking when you said this shit? This shit is dope as fuck. But I was like, I was like, but my dreams is just as real as death, so I'll give it a try. Because if you don't live for what you love, then you've already died. You know what I'm saying?
I like that one.
Like, yeah,
We got the horn. Play the.
I don't know
where the horn at? Yeah,
like
man.
me and this feel me and my nigga Hella Good Water, aka Roy. Shout out Hella Good Water. Me and him, you feel me? That's one of our sponsors. You feel me? He met all of them already, and me and him never had got the chance to meet.
That was your first time meeting him yesterday?
First time meeting him yesterday. I
No
never
way.
seen him in person or nothing, and it was happening on the fluke. So I walk in the store, I see somebody with Hella Good on. I got on my Hella Good Water shirt, so I'm just like, this shit everywhere. You feel me? It happened to be, he turned around, like I walk in, I'm like, Soleil, what's up with it? He turned around. I'm like, oh shit, my nigga in here. You feel me? So we just chop it up. We was in there for like 3 hours, nigga, just talking and shit. But we was talking about that, like, living and having something to live for and the reason why we still here and certain situations we done been in and why we made it out of them and just to be here and, you feel me, keep things going. So that bar just, you feel me, reminded me of that conversation.
Bruh. On everything though, man, because I'm a huge believer in purpose, bro. I feel like if I didn't have purpose, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, bro. We all went to the same school. We saw how many niggas, you know what I'm saying, went down. We saw how many niggas got killed, bro. Like, we was around all that shit.
Mama, I promise you, we almost done. I promise, baby. We almost done.
She
ready
looked at me
to
like,
nigga,
go.
Shut up.
She is ready to go. I feel it. But nah, we saw all of this shit growing up, bro. So I'm a huge believer in purpose, bro. And the crazy thing is, in that song, I was like even speaking on certain people, you know what I'm saying, that like niggas knew from around the way that we had lost and shit, bro. Like, cause even before I said that line, like I was like, yo, I was like, I wound up being a fool for love and a victim of pride. Same characteristics as all my niggas that died. If Gunna Bro had learned to let things go, he'll be alive. If Kadeem didn't trust that hoe, then he would have survived. Never saw 18, but he saw his life before his eyes. And you know, Kadeem, that's Khalil Lil, bro.
That's Khalil Lil.
I know that song.
Yeah, reservations,
yeah,
bro. Like, so yeah, man. It's like I came back from LA off of a writer's block and did that shit. That's why it's like, if you talking about what bar I would get tatted, it's like, yes, if you don't live for what you love, then you've already died, bro. Like, straight up. Because even as creatives, we get complacent where it's like, we'll think that even right here, yo, the fact that we doing this right now, we'll take this as the end all be all, because like we knew a couple months back or a couple years back, niggas dreamed of just being able to do this right here. So we'll get complacent and shit like that, yo, and all of a sudden like kind of fall into the local fame of things. And I feel like that's where a lid can happen out here in the Bay too, because you can be a star out here easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
you get popular. I get what you're saying.
So
you
yeah,
out here,
exactly. So it's kind of like you'll lose your drive type shit, bro.
And I feel like it's the love. I feel like it's two things. I feel like the love that you get out here be feeling so welcoming because they don't accept, the Bay just don't accept anybody. And I feel like the independence that we just raised on, we kind of don't, we got to break out of that in a sense. We got to understand that it's good to be independent in certain situations, but we got to understand that it's good to have a team and to work with certain people.
Exactly. Because even the fact that y'all like, yo, we got sponsors and some more shit, bro, like that's what niggas need to be on, because for the most part, us being from the Bay out here and shit, bro, like we our own sponsors, my nigga. Like, you know, and that's why a lot of times like businesses be opening and closing because, you know, we be doing everything off the strength of our own pockets and we don't necessarily look at the way that business is done in general, where it's like you can't do everything by yourself, yo. It's like you need a team, you need sponsorship, you need people that's going to back you and all the shit like that, yo. So it's like, just in general, when it comes to that idea of just being like, oh yeah, bruh, like even as a creator, you'll get complacent and shit. If I was to look at that tap, it'll be a reminder of like, yo, you still ain't where you want to be, and as long as you got purpose, as long as you got goals, you'll never really be where you want to be, because there always will be something else to attain and shit, yo.
Gems, man.
God damn, man. Gems and brains in the chat, man. That should have been your emoji to show gems. This little diamond emoji, man.
Before we get out of here, like bro was saying,
hey.
What?
I'm the outro nigga.
We doing a one show.
Who this nigga think
We ain't doing out.
is?
Man.
Nigga, you was
Said,
just.
I'm the outro.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah, let him shit. You feel me? We
Chill out.
do it once. We
Chill
you
out.
You sitting in that seat,
You chill
nigga.
out.
Tell that nigga where you sitting at,
You
nigga.
sit over there and chill
Tell that
your
nigga where you
ass out.
sitting at, nigga.
Keys.
Nigga.
You sit your ass
Tell
over
that
there.
nigga something, nigga.
Tell the nigga with no key
Tell
to
that
sit his
nigga
ass
sit
down.
back, nigga.
Tell his ass to shut up and sit in the back.
nigga.
Sit your ass
Enough
in
of
the
this
back.
shit. Enough.
Tell that nigga
Sit. Tell that nigga face the
I
corner.
want order.
Face the goddamn corner.
Bruh.
Don't say nothing else the rest of the damn
the
show.
gavel, my nigga.
God damn
Man,
it.
before we get out of here, man, we usually we give a movie, a show, or a song to put the fans on that, you feel me, you been off of.
Okay.
You feel me,
Choose
the
either
vibe.
or you could choose all three, 2 or 1. You could do.
All right.
you want.
Show enough, yo. Well, usually, I damn near got 2 for y'all on movies and shit, yo. Cause like I'll give you one that I've always fucked with, and I'll give you a new one. So, if you've never seen Cooley High, which I'm more than sure most of y'all have not, go look at that shit. It's dope as fuck. It take place in Chicago and shit, bro.
I ain't seen
It's
that
like
in so long.
it's a 70s movie, but it take place in the 60s. And basically, you watching a bunch of niggas do everything that you did in high school in the 60s. So it's like literally anything you could think of that you was doing in high school, these niggas was already doing it and shit, bro. So it damn near put you into perspective, like, oh shit, like don't nothing change, bro. Like we'll be outside selling weed and being in rap ciphers, these niggas was outside selling weed, singing and shit. You know?
Doing doo-wops.
Yeah,
Niggas was singing, though.
literally though, bruh. Yo, I'm talking about, bruh, the same way we'll be shooting craps in front of Angelo's and shit. These niggas shooting craps inside Martha's and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
These
crazy,
motherfuckers.
bro.
Martha's.
Yes.
Wow.
Yo, playing the Supremes in that bitch while they over here shooting, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, and I'm talking about even bringing hoes to the bando, all that shit. I'm like, bruh, these niggas are doing the exact same shit we did in high school. So
I
yeah,
gotta check that out.
that's
man.
my shit. As far as a new movie, this goes without saying. If you haven't seen Sinners, go see
yeah,
Sinners.
I knew you was
nigga.
gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, I don't even got to explain that to you, bruh. What other one did you say?
A song right now.
A song. I don't know why. The first thing that popped in my mind was Tupac Blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think because I was listening to it recently and shit, bro. Like, matter of fact, I know what it was. My pop's birthday just passed. And, like, they kept saying in the song, like, I remember what my papa told me. Remember what my papa told me. Blasphemy. That was that shit. But, yeah, Tupac Blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? That is the shit, bruh. Like, I'm talking about that nigga is dropping nothing but gems in that fucking song, bruh. Like, so, yeah, go look at that. And what's the last one?
Oh, you answered. I think you answered all 3. You did a movie.
Okay.
2 movies and then a song, or you could do a TV show too if you got
Oh,
one.
a TV show? Shit. Okay, I got 2 TV shows for y'all damn near, you know what I'm saying? If you have never seen Breaking Bad, you should watch that. That was actually a good fucking show, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, of course, I'm more of a Snowfall nigga and shit like that, but I damn near got into Breaking Bad because I'm like, okay, I've seen in various different ways how black people get into selling drugs and shit. How does a white motherfucker that was like a teacher get into selling crystal meth? Oh, shit, crazy. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, another show, Good Times. You know what I'm saying? Good
Classic.
Times. Good Times is my shit, boy. Like,
Classic.
I swear, like, I grew up like Michael Evans, you know what I'm saying? Like, on everything. I was the little militant nigga. My brother was JJ, getting all the hoes. My sister was Thelma on her scholarship and all of that, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she was a lot more thugged out than Florida, but you know what I'm saying, towards you know what I'm saying, before she had passed away, she became a lot more like Florida Evans in a sense of being religious and shit.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, you know, niggas would have loved it, James Evans, you know what I'm saying? We would have loved that in the house. But yeah, bro, but those are my shit though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
My shit, I'll say TV show. I'll say The Shy.
Shy?
Yeah,
I judge you. I judge you. I frown upon your.
I frown upon your decision.
Straight
frown
up.
upon your submission.
Only because, bro, like I fucked with the Shy like damn near like first and second season, and then after that shit, bro, the writing just got terrible.
I ain't gonna lie. If you watch it right now, because that's how I stopped watching it. The same shit. I stopped watching. I think after the first season or the second. And when I seen they was having a new season, because this season 4 or 5, I think. So when I seen it, I'm like, man, I ain't had nothing else to watch. Power was over. You feel me? All this shit. So I'm like, let's see if this shit good. You feel me? I went and rewatched it all the way up till the new season. And it's actually a good little storyline. There's some shit in there. I get what you're saying, where it was like,
I feel like it was just inconsistencies with the characters, bro, because they already had a good thing going. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had the characteristics of all the kids, yo. You was able to relate to them and shit like that, bro. You had the little badass kid with the fucked up big brother and shit that was getting them into everything.
They all still there.
Yeah, now, but after y'all killed the nigga off years ago because he was smoking on set. You know what I'm saying? The nigga smoked a blunt on set, got fired, and killed off for it and shit. And now that y'all got to change your heart about it.
Wait, you talking about Reg?
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't why he got kicked off.
Why he got kicked off?
He got kicked off because they wanted him to play a character that day, T-word. And he didn't want to play that.
Oh, so that's
so he got killed.
Now that makes all the more sense. Because because bruh, like
that's really what
because that was the thing that threw me off too. Because I'm like, okay, so y'all kill off Reg, and then y'all got this, y'all got this other big brother that comes out of nowhere who just so happened to be the oldest. So okay, now that all makes sense.
And now he back. So that's really what it was.
There was no reason. There was no reason to take the nigga off.
It's your song, man.
That's his name. You know, if you ain't know.
Shout out Miles, man. Appreciate you.
I'm using Jay Prada. You know what I'm saying? That's who I remember.
Jay Prada a different nigga. That Jay Nasty though, that nigga's a Zoid right there,
man.
Fucking y'all know my boy 9000 Rondé just dropped that tape, man.
That's his name.
Yeah, 9000 Rondé.
That's crazy.
That's
word
from Detroit. You ain't heard of 9000?
You ain't heard 9000 Rondé?
I'm surprised I haven't, bro, because I usually be up on all that shit, bro.
Yeah,
but
he was in jail though.
I'm surprised.
You heard of Al Wu?
The Al Wu. See, you throwing names at me right now, yo. I'm thinking.
Dead,
yeah, Al Wu died.
Al Wu was alive when we was in high school, huh?
But you gotta remember, Al Wu wasn't.
He didn't die before we got out of high school.
Yeah. No, he died. Nigga. He died like 2019, but he wasn't rapping when we was in high school.
He was making beats.
Yeah, he probably was. Yeah.
That's what I remember him as.
Making beats,
yeah, I was tapped out at that time. Yeah,
but that Do or Die by 9000 Rondé, man, go check that out. That's my shit right now. I'm finna slap that on the way to the crib.
And my song is Massa by Young Boy. That shit knock.
Massa?
That's what we was playing on the way here.
I gotta hear it again. I don't even remember it.
It was bobbing your head to it, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. When I hear Young Boy, it just put a nigga in a whole nother song.
You know what's
Master, Make America Slime again.
I used to like not fuck with him until I heard the song Free D Dog, bro. Like,
oh yeah, that's my shit.
That was the shit where I was just, it was that Winfield line that got me. When that nigga was like, I ain't got no chill. I'm trying to send a bitch to Winfield. Show a bitch I been that. And bitch I still is. I was like, bruh, that shit crazy.
Before we get up out of here, those anything you want to tell the people, you feel me? Tell the people your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter.
Show enough. Well, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok. I don't really be on Facebook like that, but yeah, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at JAMEL_Griot. That's JAMEL_GRIOT. I have a new album out right now on all platforms called Sincerely Jamel. Yeah, I'm saying probably the first song you should check out is my leading single from there, Coping Mechanism. That shit got like 11,000 views on YouTube right now and shit, bro. So yeah, we going up on that.
Run that up for dog, man.
Yeah, man. So yo, tap into the new album, Sincerely Jamel, on all platforms and shit, man. And yeah, bro.
Well, we appreciate you for coming through, rocking with us, my dog, man. You know you always welcome. Always. This ain't the first or the last time y'all gonna see my dog. Y'all gonna see his face again, man.
Great minds think alike. You know what I'm saying? When great minds think alike, we gotta stay in proximity. You know what I'm saying?
Hear me?
Know it, man.
Until then, y'all, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Brains and pencils in the chat, man. Episode 71. We out.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
to do that outro piece that they was talking about?
I want to do that.
Yeah.